East Coast LQ Reviews. Today, I'm with ThomasMetal75.
Hello. Hi.
And, we're just going to hang out and do some beer reviews.
Come on, damn.
And I got the link sent out. So if anybody else wants to... Why do I feel like this camera's really close? Ooh. It does seem close. But, yeah. So we're going to do some beer reviews. And if anybody wants to come up and do some reviews with us or just hang out, that's cool too. Let's see. I want to get a couple things pulled up here. All right. Okay. So, first beer we have is Unibrew.
I got one of those.
La Fin du Monde. It's a Tripel. It says ale brewed with spices, bottle re-fermented. It's a 9% alcohol by volume. This was, I want to say, like $12 for a 4-pack. So, not bad. It's got Best Buy 6, 12, 27, it says on the back.
Banging. There you go.
Yeah. So, do you like Tripels? Do you like Belgian beers? Do you like...
Yeah. I'm into more of the maltier side of Belgian beers, as opposed to like super sour and...
I like Saisons.
Yes. That's my tart jam. That's one of my favorites.
Right. Crack it open, pour it up.
I almost never buy duels and Tripels, honestly.
Yeah.
Golden Strong Ales. Hell yeah. And
probably should.
Belgian Dark. Quadruples. Those
it's
are my
crazy
things.
too, because they're always really affordable, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They do a mass amount of brewing. Thank you, sir.
Bro.
Yeah. There we go.
I wish I had something that I could...
A little pop and fizz.
Yeah. I could have set this up a little different. Let me do this a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, what do you think about the appearance? You can talk about the appearance while I do a little moving some stuff around.
Very effervescent. Nice carbonation charge. Nice off-white. No, it's definitely bone white head. Straw colored. A little darker than that, thanks to it being unfiltered. And I think it's going to retain glazing. I can already see it falling slowly down the sides of the glass glazing. So I like the look of that.
Yeah, it's got a nice hazy, like, golden orange. It's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
But it looks kind of like a New England. It's got a really nice color to it.
I think the website for Unibrew says if anybody is into brewing, I think it said 5.5 on the SRM, which makes sense. I think the larger number you go in your SRM coloring, the faster or the darker the beer color will end up being. And we're trying to prop up the beer so you can see the bottle.
Yeah, I wanted to look a little bit.
That's all we wanted to do.
Totally not scripted at all.
No.
Last
Scripted.
Wow. I want to get it turned this way.
Watch. Wow. Wow.
Actually, you can probably pull it back just a little bit.
Whoa.
On camera. There you go.
Fancy.
There you go. One of those. That looks cool. You can probably even go back a little bit further, but it's all good.
Okay.
Want to pull it back a little bit? No, not that way. Watch out, bro. You're going to dump that. What would you try to dump? There you go. That's good. All right. That looks better, right?
Yeah, it's a little better.
That looks a lot better. I'm not like 2 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks good. Golden hazy, very bubbly. Lots of effervescence.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks good. Cheers. Let's try it out.
Banging.
Oh, nose, actually.
Yep. Esters of Bonana. Clove.
Yeah, there's lots of spices.
I don't know if there's cinnamon.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
fruity.
say cinnamon. But let's go with banana nut bready.
Yeah, there is a big like breadiness to it.
19 IBUs.
It's kind of got a little bit of that like acidic kind of funky thing going on, you know.
Yeah, I mean
From
that's
the
not
yeast.
super the star of the show, but definitely you can tell that.
I like that though. I think that's what kind of
Doesn't smell like heartburn. Not
it
in that
smells like
acidic.
a Belgian yeast though. It's kind of what
Yep.
I'm getting at, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, it smells really nice. Definitely doesn't smell like it's gonna be a 9% beer.
No.
No
The more
ethanol,
your Belgian,
no ethanol in the nose.
more your Belgian golden strong ale kind of a nose, but maybe more of the fruity esters. Yeah.
Cheers.
Check it out. Definitely not my first time drinking this.
Yeah, me too.
But not in a while.
Got a little bit of warming in the chest though.
Minerally, well watery kind of a flavor.
Yeah, it's like apple.
And that.
Maybe like
And tons of banana.
Yeah.
There was something about orange maybe I wanted to mention.
Oh yeah, definitely. Some citrus.
But that would be directly after banana. This is Banana Central. Banana.
It's kind of got a little bit of a boozy bite to it. A little bit.
It's super dry at the very back end.
It's crisp. It's bubbly. Definitely has a bigger body to it than like, let's say like a Saison.
Yeah, this is a malty beer.
What does it go? Double.
Say that? What?
So Saison, then a double, then a triple.
Oh. I mean, Saisons are supposed to be traditionally, it's like a table beer where they sit on the table and it's a lower ABV, but depending on who makes the beer, those seem to be all over the place. But you have, I forget what the name for the single is. There's a style that St. Bernardus does. It's like a white label. That's more like a single. Then there's a double. Then there's a tripel. Then you get into Belgian dark strong ales and quadruples. Usually is how your ABV range will hit. And then you have Belgian golden strong ales, which are somewhere in the middle of in the higher age range. I think if you like Belgian golden ales, you probably would like this. You need to like more maltier beers, I think, up front. This is pretty banana bready.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy. This could be a good warmer weather type of beer, or even
definitely.
Or even into your fall weathers. Because the fall weather, somewhere in your going into the 60s and 70 degrees. You gotta like baking spices too. Yeah, there's just a little bit of that. There's just that minerality or that well watery thing to it, which will remind you of a Belgian beer. I did not get the same lacing that you did. Interesting. I swirl all the time. I swirl my beers all the time without thinking about it.
What do you think about that one?
I like this beer.
Score?
89 out of 100.
89?
Mm-hmm. It may be better than that, but 89 right now.
I like it. I think it just does have like it's got a little bit of you could taste it's 9%. So I would want to drink more than one. I could probably drink two.
Yeah, I could probably drink two.
You drink 3 of these though. You
probably, I know.
You'd be. And then the 4-pack, you might as well just go to sleep after, right?
Call Uber, Lyft.
So, but these are good. They're like this style is a beer that I kind of really enjoy, but it's definitely not
more of the
too much of.
Yeah, more of the Belgian Trappist.
Kind of like an imperial stout, but in a different sense.
Mm-hmm, a pale in comparison, without all the syrupy sweet flavors. It's definitely not that, but yeah, In ABV comparison,
Imagine if you had like a party with something like this, though.
You can get the
This is what you were serving.
Yeah, you can get the not the brass monkey. What's the monkey beer that comes in?
Sour monkey.
Yeah, that's a more sour version of this. I think that's a Tripel. I think.
You might be right.
I think that's a bomber you can share. I don't know. They might have used to make bombers from Unibrew.
Yeah, because they were the liquor store I used to work at. They were like college kids that would come and buy
those are good.
The sour monkey.
And
that's from Victory, right?
That's the one. Yeah.
Victory Brewing.
If you go to Trader Joe's, they do their vintage ale, which is the Belgian Dark Strong Ale, and it's brewed by, you guessed it, pretty good deal at Trader Joe's. I buy that thing every year.
These guys are Canadian, right?
Yeah, they're in Chambly, Quebec, Canada. Did I get my knowledge right? Chambly, Quebec, Canada. Chambly.
Yeah,
I'm going with that.
I don't know.
It's very accessible. I think
Where's Terrytown, New York?
Terrytown. It's gonna be
reported by Unibrew USA.
This, I would imagine, for Unibrew, you're gonna be able to find it in most parts of the United States.
Huh?
I would imagine you can find this in most places in the United States.
Yeah.
They have pretty good distribution, I think. So go check it out. If you haven't heard of it before, you're living under a rock and craft beer.
I think for a number, I think I'm right around where you're at. I will give it like maybe like 88.
Good.
Yeah. I wanted to give it more, but
88.5 overall rating.
I think I don't know why. I feel like I've had this before and it wasn't as
satisfying or something.
The alcohol burn, 9%.
I'm not noticing a huge amount of that.
I don't know. Maybe it's not as fresh.
Man, I don't know. It says drink it until 2027.
I don't know.
You might age the shit out of that.
Yeah, you can, but I don't know.
Would you? Yeah, I might. I don't know.
We'll say maybe I had it fresher before, though. I don't know.
Or the spices are more vibrant or something.
Well, I like a lot of this, like these. They have, what's the other one? They do. There's another really popular one. They do like a variety pack.
They have the
Let's go to their website.
They have the one you're probably thinking of is a wit beer.
Here we go.
They have a really famous wit beer.
But yeah, I'm not even 88. Here's the website.
The classic is the Blanche Chambly. That's the wit beer.
Oh no, I've never even seen that.
That's usually you can find that everywhere. That's the double, I think. The Modette, I think that's the double, right? And we're looking at and they got an imperial version of that wit. Ooh,
imperial wheat ale. Wow, that sounds good, huh? 10.5%.
I really like their wheat beer. I had their wheat beer.
9%. Sorry.
I had their wheat beer in Montreal, Canada, at a poutineery. That was damn good with some poutine. That wheat beer and that poutine was good together. And there's a beer that they do with the band Megadeth, I believe, a Fin de Mont.
I've had this.
I forget what the name of the beer was.
Dark Strong Ale.
That beer is very good. That usually comes in their varieties, the Pistoles. That's what we're drinking now.
Yeah, this one?
Yep. Comes in cans, too. What do you know? You know, we don't find this style in a can, honestly.
They
updated their packaging a little bit. I don't know this one.
Yeah, maybe they're just starting a can. I don't know.
That'd be cool to get that kind of beer in a can. I really like that Pistoles.
Is that it?
That's the classical beers. Ooh. Again, go to a Trader Joe's, and if you see their Trader Joe's vintage ale, those are made by this very company, Unibrew. Or Unibrew. Or Unibrow, I don't know. That's all they do. Again, like I said, you can find some private labels that are done under Unibrew at from some purveyors. Yeah.
What do you want to drink now?
9.
We got your Imperial Stout. You want to drink this?
We certainly could. I don't get it.
Another 9% beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I provided a couple of beers the last time I was here with East
Where's
Coast
the other
Tanner,
one you had?
and a while we were brewing his Imperial Oatmeal Stout.
This is the other
Not
one you brought?
Imperial. Yeah. Pick and choose what you want.
Which one do you want to do? You want to do a stout IPA?
We do. We'll save the stout maybe. Yeah. We were gonna do a stout that was 9%, but we'll do
Should I
another
wash
beer
the glasses,
from.
or should we just drink it
We
like
can
this?
wash them if you want. Yeah.
I'll wash them.
All right. Tanner's gonna rinse that glass off. We have a Heinsberg, Vermont. This is India Pale Ale of 6.7% ABV, and this comes from the Foam Brewers, and it is a 12/17/2024 can. So we got to drink this, and this is primarily, I think it's called Primarily Hazy. Ooh, Primarily Hazy, and it says. I don't even know what it. I don't even know what it says. It says that. Banging. I don't know what the. I'll have to go on the internet and look this up. I don't know what the IBUs are. I don't know what kind of hops they use. I haven't seen a lot. I haven't seen this beer before, so I'm looking forward to that. Drink fresh from the middle of December, and they tell you. Time kills art. Okay.
Let's pull this back more. Hold on.
All right.
How's that?
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
How's that look?
It's okay.
So you can. We're not drinking that anymore.
Yeah.
Well, the yeast at the bottom of that. What is it? Culture. What is it? Yeah, you can take the yeast. I was gonna say you.
Oh yeah.
You gave me a lot, dude.
What did I?
I'm gonna give you some back.
Sure.
I'm gonna give you some.
Sure. Just being generous.
There you go.
There we go. Primarily hazy. I gotta look up.
Good, dude.
I gotta look this beer
The
up.
color's nice. Thing looks like friggin' lemon lime Gatorade.
Primarily hazy. Foam Brewers. All right.
What's the ABV? 6.7?
6.7 India Pale Ale. A vibrant, okay, this is from foambrewers.com. A vibrant IPA brewed with Citra, Enigma, and Motueka hops. Tasting notes: peach, ripe papaya, lime. Chris Colburn, artist of the can. And if you go to Foam, you will pay $16 for a 4-pack.
Nice.
Hey, all right.
It looks awesome.
Foam, I haven't had enough from
Super
them,
yellow.
but they're
And
intriguing
on
me.
camera, look at it on camera. Looks even brighter.
Oh, sure. Mango juice.
It kind of dissipated pretty quick, but it looks really nice. Nose.
Let's see. Foam
Oh,
Brewers,
wow.
baby.
That's like pineapple juice.
Mm-hmm.
Like dull pineapple juice.
There's something, I don't want to say dusty in the background.
Maybe a little bit of that like hop resin.
Earthy, dirty.
Yeah, is there a date on this?
Yeah, the 14th of December. We better get to this now.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's about right where you want
That's
to start really contemplating drinking this.
Fine.
Dusty.
A color like this, if it was a darker golden orange kind of New England IPA, you would be a little bit more worried.
Mm-hmm.
These lighter ones, the ones that are a little
Maybe
bit
not.
more yellowish, I've noticed they don't. I don't know, because it would be the darker malts that would be a little bit more noticeable. You know what I'm saying? If it was
I'm not noticing anything off-putting, but yeah, pineapple juice. I keep saying like an earthy, dirty, maybe just earthy is the word for that. Yep.
It's kind of got like that.
It's almost catty in a way.
Juicy fruit bubblegum.
I can see
really
that.
Good.
Catty slightly in the
nice
dank
head going on
category.
there. You just give it a little stir.
Yeah. See, that'll come to life. Yeah, catty. A little catty.
Want to drink it?
Yes, I do.
Cheers.
Prost. And cheers, Northwest Batch Brewing. I gotta put your thing up. Hello.
Cheers, dude.
That's right.
That's good. Sweet.
Very. I don't know if that's cloyingly sweet. No. Ooh.
No, that's good. It's like pineapple juice again.
It's the most interesting finish.
Very
That earthy, dirty thing I was smelling is definitely all in the finish there. And it's ready to how it dries.
Mandarin or like sweeter orange.
Let's go with slightly blood orange.
Maybe
very slightly. I feel like there's a darker appearance to the.
There's just a lot of fruit flavor.
Yeah.
And
thus fruit salad.
I like that it's a little bit more crushable.
Actually, yeah.
It's a little bit more on the drinkable side. It's not as thick and hazy and creamy and
Oh, I wouldn't call this creamy.
It's a little bit more drinkable. It's actually a nice change of pace from the Tripel.
Ooh, yeah.
Because the Tripel is a little bit more of a bolder beer.
It is dry, though.
Kind of more of a bite. This is very crispy. Yeah, I would say, it's got a little bit of a, I mean, you're drinking it pretty quick.
It's dry, though.
I mean, I'm right there with you. I'm almost done, too.
Yeah, definitely.
That's solid, though.
Definitely pineapple. Definitely a lot of different fruits. So I would say fruit salad featuring pineapple. Maybe a little bit of the bubble gum and the sweet pineapple. Yeah. Mostly pineapples in the fruit salad. It's like is this a medium-bodied beer?
Lighter side of medium.
Yeah. It's crisp.
So I was saying it's like super crushable.
It's dry. I don't know if would I classify that as clean? And it's pretty refreshing. Yeah. Crisp, refreshing, kind of clean. There's a lot of dank elements coming out of it.
I mean, I guess you could. I mean, there's a lot of German pilsners that are really dry on the finish.
Yep.
Those are also pretty good.
There's a nice bready malt in there. White bready malt.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a really nice biscuity breadiness. Super drinkable. I will say, there is a good amount of fruit flavor, but the one thing I did notice is the body's a little bit on the thinner side.
Yeah.
But there are actually some IPAs like this, New England IPAs, that I've been really enjoying lately because they're not that super thick, murky New England hazy IPA.
Yeah.
There's so many of them around here. It's like it's hard to not buy a beer that's not a friggin' super thick hazy.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I mean, you usually can tell in the price, typically. Yeah. If you're going to get a haze bomb. Let's say a double IPA hazy is going to cost you $20 for a 4-pack.
We'll start there, yeah.
Something like this, like you said, what was this, like 16?
At the brewery, it's $16.
So that's a good price. That's a really good price for something like this. Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely like a blood orange or something.
ABV solid 267, right up there.
Pineapple and blood orange is different.
What's that? $4 a can? Yeah, that's
just about.
Yeah.
I forget what I paid for that. It had to have been around that.
So
I'm intrigued by foam. I haven't had enough of their beers, but from what I've had, I'm intrigued.
I would buy a 4-pack of this if I saw it again. What's the name of it?
It's called Primarily Hazy. Nice. That's a good name for it. It is Primarily Hazy.
At the brewery?
No, I bought it at where did I buy this? I think I bought this at Wines and More.
Oh, okay.
Wines and More in Mansfield, Massachusetts. Check it out. I haven't been to this brewery. This brewery is in Hinesburg, Vermont. I wonder if that's near Burlington.
Sheesh.
I wonder if that's near Burlington. That would be a fun place to go.
We need to go back to Maine.
Yeah. Maine. Yeah, we gotta go to Portland, Maine.
It's freaking Saturday. Where is everybody?
Partied out from yesterday.
Yeah.
And or watching UFC.
Oh, is that what happens on Saturday?
Yeah. If it's something interesting that they've matched up on the UFC, I may watch it, but I'm not a regular enough watcher. Yeah, I will say definitely there's some kind of a orangey or blood orangey thing right after the pineapple.
This is a really good
There's
beer.
something that's got a little bit more of a substantial flavor right after the pineapple.
If I brewed this, I'd be really happy.
Yeah, this is not my favorite
If I
hazy
had a
beer,
lot
but I
of
like
this.
this. This is all right.
This is kind of what I'm shooting for. I want to do.
Oh yeah.
So the Fruit Bazooka is gonna be more like probably like a grocery store New England.
Okay.
You know. So the Fruit Bazooka is probably gonna be like a hazy IPA that Sierra Nevada would make.
All right.
You know. Here's
Sounds
the,
okay to me.
I have the recipe right here, actually.
Now I got gum stuck in my head. I can see that in this beer.
Yeah, you know how many
Maybe
gallons?
like a juicy
you know how many
fruit.
gallons of water we were supposed to start with the oatmeal stout?
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
This one we're supposed to start with 8, though.
We'll do it. Don't deviate from that.
Yeah, the Fruit Bazooka has 10.5 pounds of raw premium Pilsner malt,
Ooh.
1.5 pound of flaked oats, 1.5 pound of raw white wheat malt.
Just better have a fluffy mouthfeel at that point.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that mouthfeel.
And then, so
I like the
what
Pilsner
we're
malt
going to
idea.
do is, so maybe you'll be around when I brew this.
Yeah. Let me know when you're trying to do this.
Fill the kettle with 8 gallons of water.
Yep.
Right? And then you gotta get the water to, this would be 152.
Okay.
So you heat the water to 152, and then you would add your mash tun.
Yep.
I mean, you would add your basket, and you'd add the grain, and you would let it pretty much sit in the grain.
What are we trying to get at the end
The
of
Fruit
this
Bazooka.
batch?
So I actually found a recipe.
Oh.
Yeah. So I found this recipe where this guy's pretty much,
You're just comparing it to the Clawhammers.
Northern brewer.
Oh.
But he does a strike and a sparge, whereas Clawhammers is you just add all the water at the beginning.
So you're not sparging.
No, you don't do anything.
Okay.
You just add all the water at the beginning.
Which was Middlefrew's thought about sparging on the last beer. Yeah, it was sort of where he was thinking about the sparge, where you maybe didn't need to do it.
No, yeah.
But definitely this sounds interesting.
The Clawhammer, you're supposed to add all the water at the beginning.
Well, you know who uses Clawhammer? He's in the chat right now, Northwest Small Batch Road.
So there's a recipe where the guy's not using a Clawhammer supply.
That's what we had in your last beer.
Yeah, so I'll probably. So Clawhammer says on their website to try to start with 7.
That makes sense if you're trying to.
Typically.
That would make sense for a 5 gallon. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, this is a 20-minute hop stand with 4 ounces hops.
Heck yeah.
Azaka, Citra, Yukonot, and Mosaic.
That sounds good.
And then
I like it.
dry hopped with Yukonot, Mosaic, a different kind of Yukonot.
More dry
and
hopping.
Citra. Yeah.
Nice. It's an art to dry hopping, definitely. Cool. You cannot handle the truth. Still think that should be a beer by Beer Man. You gotta have Jack Nicholson's face on the can from that movie, A Few Good Men, when he's in court going, "You cannot handle the truth." Single hop variety. That'll be fun. Man. Leprechaun TV. Sup? Foam Brewers. Primarily hazy. We're finishing off that beer right now. From Vermont. I think it's a pretty solid beer. Not my favorite India Pale Ale. I think it's solid, though. I'm going to go and rate this thing since I'm already chugging away. I'm going to go with nice lacing. 87? Yeah. Go with 87 out of 100.
Yeah. So I was looking at Clawhammer Supply's homebrew beer recipe for a cold IPA. It's right around the same amount of.
I got a cold IPA coming in from Tavor.
I think I have 13.5. This is a 14. This is a 14-pound mash recipe. Mine's a 13.5. So this is right around the same amount of mash.
Okay.
Or the same amount of grain. What are they saying is they're adding water? Add 8 gallons of water to the brewing kettle.
On your system, yeah. On your 120 volt system.
Yeah, so this is for the cold IPA though. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why. Why do they add so much water? Well, they also have a 70-minute boil, I think, in that recipe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the longer time does something to that. A longer boil time. Yeah.
So I just don't know how much water to add.
I would do maybe the 7 and just go from there.
Yeah.
Like this recipe suggests. Until you get a sense of what
a little bit different.
Yeah.
8's too much. If you do 7, you end up boiling off too much. You can just dilute it at the end. Yeah, that's
right. Okay. Yeah, 8 does seem like too much. I think that's where your mind's going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. 7 sounds like a good number. If you're expecting a gallon and a half potentially to evaporate, then that's perfect. Yeah. We'll see what happens in this recipe and
probably
tweak as
7. I'll probably do 7.
7 sounds good to me.
As long as it covers the grain.
Commerce, Ozzy. Cheers.
As long as it covers the grain,
Exactly.
Cheers, what's up, dude?
Hello. We got the chat out. We got the link out there in the Google chats. If you want a link, let me know, Leprechaun. We'll get you sorted, Leprechaun, if you want a link. I mean, if you have to dilute, right? You don't want to have to do that. Keith's World.
Cheers,
What's up, Keith?
Keith, what's up, dude? Cheers.
Need a link? Let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
I will get you a link.
What did you give this?
I'm going to give this an 87. I didn't like this as much as the
Really?
Mondia.
I don't solid 90. I like this one.
It's not the most. To me, it's not the most luxurious.
Sounds like an A- for me.
To me, it's not the most luxurious mouthfeel on the face of planet Earth. But isn't there not like such a nice drinkability?
I think I appreciate crush.
Yeah. We like the same. We like the same things with little differencing of grades. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wonder, like, straight from the tap a couple of months ago, what this thing would have been like. Yeah, held up pretty good since December 14th.
I think so.
Stan's Goofy. Okay. It says Stan's Goofy. You can drink this beer and you're goofy at the end, right? Hey, maybe the chat knows what we should drink next. What should we drink next, chat? What styles we got?
I think I know what to drink.
He knows. We don't need the chat. Nope. Chat, you can go home.
Another IPA. It's down.
We're from New England. IPAs happen. IPAs happen. It's the name of your next beer.
PBR.
We're reviewing the PBR.
Yeah.
No.
You still have some of yours?
No.
Oh.
PBR. 4.4%. No, 4.7. La Crosse, Wisconsin. I do like PBR. Yes.
I don't know what to drink. I think we're gonna do an IPA again.
You want an IPA again, people?
Yeah.
Or I got a mystery beer.
Oh, you want to do that?
We can.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Oh, clean your glasses.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
I
brought a
careful, that
mystery beer,
friggin'
literally.
sink is like aggressive.
Watch
I
out.
took the filter off of it because I had to put the hose to it. And it's
Oh.
just like, if you turn it to max, it's
Tread lightly.
yes.
Yes, please.
There's a lot of pressure. I feel like it should go. See what I'm saying?
Treading lightly.
Why are you so close to this?
Whoa. What the fuck? You won't sleep like that. Did you, put the "we'll be right back" little jingle on? Banging.
Oh, okay. Which one's mine? No, that's yours.
What is it?
Yeah.
He's guessing.
No, you got Fox Farm.
Oh, they're not the same? Oh, you had the one with the shoe. Whatever happens, get you.
You're scared, dude. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Glass. I gotta be very careful about unveiling.
Yes.
Do not unveil.
Yeah, when I do the fruit bazooka, yeah, it'll be live. That'll be probably next week or this week coming up, probably.
Okay. Mystery beer.
Mystery beer.
Whoa.
Nice.
Wow.
See where we at. Cheers to the West. Alaska Amber Ale. Love PBR. Nice. For sure.
Alaskan. Ooh, nice.
All right.
All right, I guess at the end of the day, I don't know if you're going to guess the brewery. It's probably an anomaly if you guess the brewery.
Okay.
I guess you're going to guess the style and the ABV, I guess.
All right.
Rate it.
Cool.
I forget how many ounces this
This is fun.
bomber bottle's got. Yeah, the bottle cap doesn't tell you anything about the brewery, really. Or about what beer this is, honestly. All right.
It's a good thing I didn't see it.
Yep.
You know what it is?
I know I know the label and the style. I think I remember the ABV. Yeah.
I feel like I know what this is.
We got more in the bottle if we need it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Color. It's
Dark,
like a
dark purple mahogany thing.
It's like a very dirty brown color.
Yeah.
Red. Slightly red.
Trying to see how if the sediment.
Definitely, it looks like a barley wine or a strong ale.
He says barley wine or strong ale.
That's what it looks like, at least from first impression. A little bit of a stir. Yeah, like a nice, kind of like khaki colored head. Kind of, it looks like it's going to be like a strong ale.
Yeah. Lacing is falling slowly down.
Really
Glass.
nice though. I mean, it's got this nice haze, a little bit of effervescence to it.
Oh, it's definitely unfiltered.
Looks like it's going to leave a nice lacing.
I think if I swirl the beer, I do see some sediment.
Yeah.
While it's moving around in the glass. Oh no, yeah. Yep.
Nose.
Haha. Ooh.
Oh, that's got to be a barley wine.
He's going barley wine, people. There's all that mulled cidery
I don't know,
wine.
it could be a strong ale too. There's a You get that raisin,
Yep. Malt cider raisin.
brown sugar molasses thing going on.
Oh yeah, there's a
Sweet malty.
There's a nutty something or other.
Yeah, a little bit of like.
Is that a hazel? No, not hazelnut. It's a
Chocolate.
walnut.
Chocolate, coffee,
Oh,
biscuity breadiness.
I'm agreeing on all of
I'm
this.
torn between a strong ale and a barley wine, and knowing you, I'm thinking barley wine, but I'm also, I don't know.
And since this is a mystery, the flavor is a mystery to me. I don't believe I've ever had this
It
beer.
has that buttery kind of diacetyl thing.
Yeah, I
going on
can
that
see where
you
you're
would get
coming from on
barley
that.
wine sometimes, so I think maybe.
I'm gonna guess. I don't know if even the internet would tell me, but I'm gonna guess the English varietal. Obviously not American. This does not smell like it's a super hot
All
beer.
right, so I don't know what the ABV is though. Because
Okay.
it smells really good. There's really no ethanol in the nose. I don't know what the ABV is as far as the aroma, but let's drink it. I'm not gonna give you
a gift horse in the mouth.
Final answer to it.
Bros.
Try it. Cheers.
Or whatever. No, wait a minute. I'm not saying anything about this beer.
Okay, yeah.
They recommend this way warmer. But that's all right.
This is a barley one.
Oh, there's that chocolate thing you were talking about. That's like immediately. Almost in the syrup form.
Yeah, maple.
Maybe.
Big
Yeah.
It's like a lot of like.
Oh, right when it finishes, you get like the maple notes.
Pancake syrup.
Do you notice that in the finish
Yeah,
when it
it's
dries?
super maple.
The maple is finishing flavors. Chocolate is sweet up front. Maple is in the background. Oh yeah.
That's really good. I'm gonna guess.
I forget what I paid for that. It wasn't
I
that
don't know.
expensive, which is why
Maybe
I bought it.
11, because it doesn't taste super crazy ABV, but it does have some heft to it. It's got a really nice body. It's super drinkable for friggin' the flavor you're getting in the mouth.
That could have to do with
Could
the
just be the
temperature
fact
as well.
that this is the third review, you know.
And it's the temperature of the beer needs to be warmer, but it will get that way. There's still stuff in the bottom.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. Mold, not as much of the mold cidery notes to it, like in the aroma,
Right,
but there's
well,
baking spices.
I don't know the brewery. I'm gonna guess it's. I'll take a shot.
Oh, he's already going for it.
Shot in the dark. I'm gonna say it's an import.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's a barley wine, and
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's 11%,
Okay.
and that's what I'm going with.
You want to
Sticking with my gut.
You want to give a rating just to give one?
Oh, a rating. This is wicked good, dude. I would give this like a 95, right in the middle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right. A.
I don't think I'm that generous.
Definitely A. I like it. It's good.
Me.
It's got a lot of like dried fruits and brown sugar, maple. Like I said, it's not cloying though, but it's got a lot of sweetness and a lot of really good flavor going on.
I noticed lots of carbonation in this one. It's effervescent for sure.
Like I said, almost a little buttery.
Medium light. It's full body.
Cheers, Bill. What's up, bro?
That's a full bodied beer.
Paul.
On the light side of full bodied, maybe.
Oh, we just had a Canadian beer. Speaking of Paul.
It does kind of look like an Oud Bruin, right?
We had
Fin du Moulin. It's on the light side of full bodied. It's crisp. It's for a barley wine, it's refreshing, but nah, it's not refreshing.
I don't know who that is.
And Bill, is it clean?
Sounds fun, dude.
Hey, yeah, man. There's a classical middle band. Yeah, this is a.
I feel like it's a barley wine.
You said 95. I want to give a rating quickly.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with a 90. I think.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna go with a 90 on that. All right. So we heard from Tanner. Thoughts were an imported barley wine. I'm gonna guess of the English variety. I don't know if we'll be able to tell otherwise. And he said 11%. Right. The first little paper towel reveal is the Komes, Komes. Oh, and it says, you can't even read that. It says barley wine. Let's look at it further, shall we? Ba-ba-bum.
Oh, it is a barley wine.
We have the Komes barley wine style ale at 12% ABV, product of Poland.
So it is import.
Da, 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 da. Just about
It's
right.
12. That's crazy.
They tell you to serve at 57.2 to 60.8
It's
degrees
really good.
Fahrenheit.
How much was that?
This was like, I forget what I paid for that. It was between $4 and $8. I could look it up on Total Wine.
Good.
I was at Total Wine the other day, which is where I got that sample, which is where I got that
Wow, that's really good.
Santafino 110 Blanco. And I picked up a bottle of the what do they call it? Full proof from Green River too. Okay, so 12% ABV, product of Poland.
Does not taste
This is
like
a
12%.
pint, 0.9 fluid ounces.
I
Barley
was
wine
saying
style ale.
11. I was thinking 11 was high.
Com's barley wine is a top fermented beer with a very intense, rich, intense aroma and complex taste in which malty sweetness perfectly harmonizes with a well-marked but smooth bitterness. When Com's is stored for 36 months, the beer changes its taste. Now you can decide how long your Com's will mature. If you're on the earlier side, 4, 8, 12, 16 months, you get fresh and malty notes. The longer you age it towards that 36 months, they say it'll be dry and complex. Wow. There's a little bit left in the bottle. We're about right there.
It's good.
Bam.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of money. That's why I was like, I'm intrigued. It couldn't have been more than $8. I think it was around between 4 and 8. Let me look that up really quickly. But yeah, that's solid.
It's dangerous. It's good.
I'm trying to think. Like maybe like a Maduro wrap.
Polish? Is that Polish?
Polish, yeah. Maybe like a Maduro cigar would be good with this.
So there's not bad. Yeah, this is wicked good. You said if this is anywhere near $4 to $8, I would buy it all day.
Let me look this up again.
12% too.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Can I pour a little bit more?
Absolutely. I'm thinking like a Maduro cigar would be really good with that.
Oh yeah,
With
definitely.
them chocolate wrap. So this is the KOMES. Oh my god. Let's go. They got a Russian Imperial Stout as well. They do a mix pack of 11.2 ounce bottles, 4 of them for $15.49. They do a raspberry porter. They got an Imperial Amber. They don't list this particular beer anymore. But the Imperial Stout and their raspberry porter and their Imperial Amber were all $4.99. So I assume that thing must have been $4.99 the other day when I bought it.
$5.
But yeah, there's your malt liquor.
Yeah.
Hobos, take note. Comes.
You should have fucking bought like 4 of them.
I guess I gotta buy some more Coms. They're right in their import section for singular bottles at the Total Wine in Dedham, Massachusetts. Again, that's where I went there primarily to pick up that Santafino 110 Blanco. Tequila, people. That thing's spot on. Interessante.
I just bought another bottle of this the other day. Have you ever tried this?
Yes. Is that just the blunt? That's straight Blanco, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Value Central.
Want some?
Agaves.
You want some?
Why not?
He said, why not?
Yeah, there's a nutty essence to the barley wine here.
That beer is awesome.
That's a not a hazelnut, not a May walnut. A Brazil nut. No, I have no idea. Those mixed nuts you get during Christmas time. I don't know. The only time anyone's ever had a Brazil nut would have been during Christmas time when you have the nutcracker out with the mixed nuts on the table. My grandmother used to do that all the time on my father's side. Sup, Paul. Cheers. Anybody need a link?
Yeah,
send
really.
that
Where
out.
the hell is everybody? Saturday.
I wish I knew.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I knew your email address, Northwest, to give you a link. And my parents are currently in San Antonio watching the Boston Celtics live. Man, you can't even see it. Whoa! The Boston Celtics live in San Antonio. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they went on vacation to San Antonio, and they were going to check out. I told them they need to check out Garrison Brothers for some whiskey. I think they were planning on doing that. And I'm like, you're going to get a little taste of what's super expensive. None of their stuff is cheap. If we're talking about whiskeys. Yeah, so that maybe this is like a 92. I'm going to go 92 on this beer. I think even slightly as it's warming, it's getting better.
Did I give it a number?
Yeah, you gave it 95.
I gave this a 95?
Yeah. or was that the IPA?
No, I did. No,
you did, yeah.
The IPA I gave
somebody tell us in the
a 90. A 90. I gave the IPA a 90.
Yeah, that's right.
This I did give a 95. Yeah.
Right. We've been to Vermont. We've been to Poland. We've been to Quebec. Now we're going to Mexico. We are world travelers on the East Coast Liquor Reviews.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
You do the hokey pokey?
Yes.
Well, we got about a $30 Trace agaves. Good value.
This what would you say?
I think it's probably around $30.
This was
Or 32.
Surprisingly 26, 27.
That's a buy all day long. I assume that they are the open tank fermentation. That Santa Fino apparently
This is additive free.
The Santa Fino is apparently a closed tank, so it's not that wild yeast strain. Nice. I'm not getting a lot of olive brine. I'm getting a lot of sweet citrus, lime, maybe.
It's kind of got a little bit of that
Pepper?
cheesy kind of.
Oh. The terminology Tanner looks for is called, I don't know what the science is behind it, but it's called malolactic funk.
It's got a little bit of a funkiness to it, but it's good. It's got like a really nice sweet, citrusy, lemon lime kind of profile.
Oh, yeah. And then lemon lime.
Yeah, really nice agave flavor. Doesn't taste like, there's no sweeteners, there's no weird glycerin mouthfeel.
It's not gloopy in the mouthfeel or whatever.
It's got a little bit of a
it's like a lot of pepperiness.
No, it's just got a little bit of a heat to
Oh,
it.
that's where you're going with that, yeah.
It's not as like clean as like freaking El Tesoro or like Fortaleza, you know what I mean?
Lalo's.
It's got a little bit more of a harshness. Not to say that it's necessarily harsh, but it does have a little bit of a bite to it.
Yeah.
Whereas like some of those other Blancos, I mean, even like Arete is really good.
There's a little bit of a tingle on the gums with this one.
I always want to buy a bottle of the Reposado de Arete.
Yeah, it's the one. That's the only one I've ever bought. I did review that. I really like that one's pretty light, but that's perfectly good. I'm trying to think here. Like I've been sort of wanting to try more higher proof stuff, and the Santa Fino at Total Wine that 110 was $56. I'm like, that's a fucking fantastical deal. I would say for like all the Blancos that I've had, I mean, I really like the G4 and the Tequila Ocho. But like,
I think you let me try the G4.
Yeah, we might have had the one. Oh no, we did the 108 versus the Suerte Blanco high proof that I had bought the same day. You were around. We did a lot. We did verses on that. That one's got a little more cheesier, kind of mimicking this in flavor almost, that Suerte. But one of the best Blancos I think you can buy that's pretty relatively available on the shelf for not a lot of money is that Lalo Blanco. If you want like a tequila to a T, as my buddy Kyle would say, it just tastes straight. There's nothing funky or spiky about it. Like, that's a good one to try. That's the grandson of Don Julio. Tequila and barley wine.
That'll get you going.
see if it plays.
That'll get you going.
That is nice as it warms up. More of the nuttier, maltier flavors are like really presented.
It's really, really good. I'm actually really surprised.
Yeah, me too.
What's the date on it? Is there a date? It's probably old as hell. That's probably why.
They give you a lot number. That's about it.
What's the stamp? Is it?
Yeah, take a look.
What's this right here?
We found something already.
Nah, you're right. It just is a lot number, and then there's 59, 44, 22, whatever that means.
Yeah.
It just looks old. It looks like it's been moving around in storage.
Oh, on the shelf, yeah.
It's been jostled around a few times.
Yeah.
It's been brought up to the counter, brought back a few times.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see, value. 8 out of 10 for this bottle.
The Trace Agaves,
Mhm.
yeah. Organic tequila.
I like this better so far. I haven't reviewed it yet, and I got to do more. ThomasMetal75 channel YouTube. I got to do more.
I gotta
Agaves.
tag your friggin' thing after this.
Oh, good. Yeah, I got to do more. I got to do more tequila and agave spirits. I haven't done a bunch on my channel. I definitely like this. One of them I got to do is the Cimarron. I definitely like this much better than the Cimarron. Yeah, that one is for me. The Cimarron is
That's
way more.
cheesy.
It's way more funktastic.
That bottle I went through pretty quick.
I bought the liter when we were doing on Tanner's channel
I haven't reviewed it yet.
when we were on Tanner's channel doing the bourbon hunt that him and I did over the summer. We went to a store. We went to the Chris Gasparo's in Seekonk, and that's where I ended up finding finally not a 750 milliliter bottle, but a liter of the Cimarron. That's what I was looking for. That was $27. Still pretty good deal, but not one that
I'd buy that.
not one that I gravitate towards. I gravitate towards the Pueblo Viejo. You can get a liter in a plastical bottle for $12.99 over there at the Norfolk Spirits.
That
much
was really
clean,
good.
and it's much cleaner.
That was really good.
It's much cleaner, and it has a much
That
sweeter
was a
flavor.
really weird find.
It's a
Hey
weird.
man, what's up, dude? Come hang out with us. If you
Cheers.
want.
It's a weird find because not a lot of stores really stock that one. That's a good one, and they're in Yeho, year aged, $20 effing. Pretty good deal.
Malic acid smooths out.
Oh, I said malolactic funk. That's where you get. That's how tequila people describe the cheese note. Yeah.
So confused. I was like, what?
Sorry, yeah. That's where I've heard it a lot from. Go look for Lou Agave. That guy is fun. That guy's fun for his tequila reviews, man. Yeah, so the other guy that does tequila reviews is that Louis Fernandez guy. You probably seen him a bunch. He's got his own bar. It's out in Marlborough, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
We could go there and check it out. That'd be fun. There's a lot of good breweries out in Central Mass in that area too, in Marlborough. There's the Lost Shoes that my buddy Kyle and I went to. That place was pretty good.
Do they have a lost and found for people's shoes?
Hopefully. I don't know the story behind that name. It's a brewery / coffee roaster. He's like, damn. Lost and found for shoes.
I was gonna say, at which point do you lose the shoes? When you're rushing to work in the morning, or after you're drunk?
After you're drunk. I don't know. I'm definitely left with some peppery.
You have to be in a pretty bad state to lose one of your shoes.
Just one of them.
Right?
Right?
I mean, to some extent, right? You'd have to, like, because you don't just, like, leave a shoe behind.
No.
You know?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Because anytime you've ever lost your shoe, you've always, like, you're picking it up, you're putting it back on. If you're in a situation where you can't put that shoe back on,
you're doing pretty bad. I don't know if it's black. It might be black pepper, or sometimes in tequila I get the green pepper, the green note.
Oh yeah.
Or the green skin from like a jalapeno.
You've told me that before.
I think this is more black pepper on the as opposed to. I mean, there's some vegetalness, but I think it's more black pepper. I can feel it on the gums more of the peppery tingle. For
We
the
have
price
said
you
that.
paid, there's a lot going on.
You know, that kind of works with that earthy note.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
get like a super earthy tequila. You kind of get that, like you said, like jalapeno.
I find that more
green pepper.
since I bought that first bottle of tequila, literally on New Year's Day in 2024. For me, it's been that long. It's been that short amount of time in the journey with tequila. That
Fiddlehead's kind of like that, huh?
Yes, a little bit. Yes, I know what you mean by that. But I find that the cheaper tequilas have more of that funky cheese thing, and when you get up to a better price point, that seems to be more of a well-rounded. You would hope so for the price. I find more of a well-rounded product in the higher price in tequila.
But the thing is, though, it's like people would hear that descriptor and be like, "That sounds disgusting."
Yeah,
but it's not.
It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite note of tequila. I mean, it depends on how it's really balanced.
It's not really. Yeah, it's. I don't know.
This is more balanced than the Cimarron, I think.
Well, I think maybe for me, it's the fact that I'm just used to kind of like wild and sour beers where you get kind of in like farmhouse.
So that's the whole wild fermentation. They open up the tank in a lot of tequila distilleries, and they do it in that same fashion.
So I'm used to that kind of like weird, funky kind of aroma you get with the product.
Yeah. Once I tasted the Cimarron, I was like, now I understand how everybody can say cheese. That's the cheesiest bottle I think you're gonna find.
Yeah, probably. It's good though.
I wonder if the Reposado is any better with just a little bit of barrel influence to it.
I mean, there's definitely some tequilas that I've had that were just like not good.
Zarpado does not have any of that cheese for $20 effing. Holy crap, that stuff is awesome.
I have Zarpado.
That is like one of the best values at the liquor store, probably, period, if you ask me. If you want the best value at your liquor store, that is a good bottle.
Where is the
Now we're on to tequila. Sorry, people. This is East Coast Liquor Reviews. I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah. We got to get the extra Añejo because we might need to get a new one of these.
Okay, remind me.
I have the Blanco. I have the Reposado. Oh, might need it.
Tanner is saying we would like to do a distillery overview. Drink Through is copyrighted by some other channel.
Oh, yeah.
We want to do an overview of Luna Azul.
Luna Azul tequila lineup review. Yeah. And I also have...
Oh, that's the smoked one. Oh, shit. That's cool. What would be our name for a drink through if we're not Curiosity Public here?
Lineup review? That's what I was saying.
Tanner stays through.
Tanner stays through.
There you go. I just got it.
Taste through. That's so fucked.
Well, it sounds good with the double T's there. Tanner tastes. Tanner tastes. Luna Azul. Luna lineup. I don't know. We've heard this. I hear this often from Middle Proof. I had one job and I fucked it up. I don't know who else says this on YouTube, but somebody says it. All the love. Man, does that smell much different than the tequila when you go back to the barley one?
I don't want the barley one.
Well, that's at the perfect temperature right now. Wow. Yeah, that is super nut. Once you go from tequila to that's like super like nutty. Christmas time with the mixed nuts and the nutcracker. Definitely. I like that. That's good. $4.99. So yeah, I gotta try some more things from Comms. That's a good deal. I don't know. I think
What about mixed nuts with the nutcracker?
No. In Christmas time, when you get those mixed nuts, that's kind of what that reminds me of. It's the only time anyone's ever had a Brazil nut.
You just said it so fast.
Yeah. I was watching a review that I did recently. And I'm like, I do kind of talk fast. Yeah.
Mixed nuts with the nutcracker is all I heard.
From Christmas time. My grandmother always had that on the table. Brazil nut. That's the only time you'll have one of those.
Mixed nuts?
Yeah. With the nutcracker.
And it actually cracked the nuts?
Yeah.
That's a legit nutcracker.
Yeah.
Because like the ones you like the
Well, you can have the metal ones almost like when you're
No,
cracking.
I know, but I'm saying like there's a lot of nutcrackers out there. You go to like Christmas places, and they don't crack the nuts; they'll break.
They did. It did work.
They're like phony nutcrackers, you know.
Phony nutcracker.
Yeah, or they'd like lose their mustache.
Oh no!
The hat would fall off.
Don't lose your mustache, people. I have to put it through all the number rating scales. So I'm not going to do that, but
Are you still reviewing the Trace?
Yeah, like 80. It's probably like an 84 or 5, maybe. Let's go with 85. That's probably what it is.
It's probably an 85.
Mm-hmm.
So that means tomorrow.
It definitely feels like a B range.
Tomorrow it could be in a 90.
Maybe, yeah. When I actually try to put it into actual numberings, yeah.
It's probably an 85. I don't know.
Mouthfeel is probably the weakest part of this tequila, honestly. But I mean, it's 40%. Like most of what you get is 40%.
Yeah.
So that may just, I don't know if that's a hindrance or not.
I think that's pretty good for
Mm-hmm.
$27.
No, 8 out
It's
of 10
right
for the
along the
value.
same lines as Arete, where
Yeah, not the we're not talking about the artisanal line. We're talking about just
regular.
the Arete
Arete's cheaper
name.
and better.
Yep. Yeah.
But if you're thinking that price range, it's kind of the same. It's not the same, but it's along the same lines as just like a natural,
For what we're
really good tequila for under $30.
Well, the CRT, which is
minus sweeteners and all.
Well, the CRT is the governing board for tequila, so minus them in 2025, I suppose, in not calling things additive free anymore, not allowing that. Minus that, really what you would think of as have being legally called that. Yeah, Tres Agave. You got the Zapato. You got the Cimarron. I don't know if Luna Azul is considered that. I guess the Arete line we were talking about.
Zaparde?
No, Zapardo. Zaparde. And the what I just say in the Arete line. Those are your probably sub $30 of actual non-additives in tequila. So those are the ones to go for. I would say so far I really like that Zapato brand. That's my favorite one of those. And then it would be definitely Arete after that. The only one I bought from Tres Agaves was the Añejo. I don't think I did a review of that. I might have.
Hey,
that was a $40 bottle. That's pretty good.
Where did Arnold Schwarzenegger like to go on the weekends when he was in college? Zapadi. So
if you don't like that joke, hit a thumbs down on this video.
Yeah, just go.
Zapadi. He likes the Zapadi a lot.
Just like it.
There is a video you can find on YouTube of Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about
unsubscribe
when he was in Mexico back in the 80s. The first time he ever had a cigar, the guy took the cigar from him in Mexico and started putting it in tequila. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing to my cigar? And then he started licking the cigar and he put it in. It's like, this guy's crazy. Like, whatever.
Really? You think he actually does that?
He did it in that video, and he's like, every time guests come over and they have a cigar, I do this ritual.
Dips it in the tequila.
He does it just the same way this guy does. I have not tried that. I do not really want to do that.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
He was like, oh my God, this is so great. Why does everybody want me to do this now?
Yeah, I seen a video of him making a protein shake, and he puts peppermint schnapps in it.
Jesus Christ, that was the great old Arnold of like the 70s there.
No, that was recent.
That was recent? Oh, Jesus Christ.
That one was kind of recent. That's too funny. Beer?
85.
Another beer?
I got one right here.
Oh, okay. I'm going to wash this out. Let me wash these out.
Grazie.
Okay.
Whoa! All kidding aside, I'm in a valley in Ontario, Canada. For a month or so, we get to the mid-80s. I believe it. Oh, Keith is in the Carolinas. Yeah. Yeah, humidity is the worst part. Like a dry heat. Nice. I haven't had this Luna Azul Añejo. Yeah, again, Tanner would like to do a little drink through, or however we're going to name it, for Luna Azul. We'll figure out what we need, and maybe I can assist with that. Why not? Yeah, why not? That'll be fun to do a Fortaleza drink through it, but you're not going to find all those bottles. Heck no. Fortaleza is kind of like the Buffalo Trace of tequila, honestly. Yeah, I found the one bottle. I got to still do a review of the Fortaleza on ThomasMetal75. And I got a Tavor crate coming, or getting ready to ship, I think, on Monday. So I'll do another Tavor unboxing. They're out of the Washington State, I believe. If you've been to Tanner's channel here, the East Coast Liquor Reviews, you've seen him review some of the Tavor beers and do an unboxing. I need to do that for the new one. I think that'll come the second week of April. So that'll be cool. One of the beers I got from the Tavor, in the Tavor crate, is a 14 times dry hopped IPA. It's like 12 or 13%. It's a little bit of an anomaly. I'm kind of honestly nervous and afraid and intrigued all at the same time. So, yeah, there's that. Got a barrel-aged double, I think a cold IPA. I could probably look on the Tavor app and tell you. Let's see. Let me look at that Tavor app and tell you what's coming.
What?
Yeah, I was just mentioning it's like a 12%, 14 times dry hopped IPA or something. I'm like, that is intriguing enough. I'm a little nervous, scared, and intrigued all at the same time. A 14 times dry hopped IPA. It's called
the one you got.
It's called Quadro de Couple Imperial IPA, 12.3% ABV, packaged on March 2nd from Sig Brewery in Tacoma, Washington. And it is, let's see here. The brewers at Sig dry hopped this beast with 14 separate editions of El Dorado, Citra, Strata, and Mosaic. And 2 of those featured ultra concentrated hop oils. Holy crap. And that was $8.49 for a can. Not too bad. Then you got the Bourbon Barrel Deduction, which is a Belgian double from Taxman. I think you have one of their beers in the fridge.
Yes.
A Wayfinder Beer, Jaws of Damnation from Portland, Oregon.
Give that a smell.
Rice lager. I got one of their cold IPAs. Lupulus 7 from somewhere in Montana. New England IPA 7%. And Bitter Moon, which is a 4.2% English Pale Ale.
We could do a setup just like this.
Yeah.
And we could do a lineup review of like all the tequilas.
Hey, that'll be good. So we gotta figure out exactly what we need for Luna Azul.
The only one I need is
the extra Neo.
I mean, the Blanco. That's enough for 2 people.
Yeah, it is.
That's enough for 2 people. And this might be cutting it, but
that's enough for 2 people. It's the same.
Yeah, we can get a sample. So that's what I'm saying. All we need is the extra Añejo, and that's like $53. Not bad.
It's got to be cheaper than that.
This one was it is.
Is it?
That's what it is at Yankee.
Okay.
Yankee Spirits.
How do you spell Luna Azul? No. Oh, it's actually how it's pronounced.
You know what kind of reminds me of?
Sure.
I think they're using bourbon barrels, but it kind of reminds me like the sweetness you would get from like a Canadian whiskey.
Ooh, let me. I don't know what they're. I would suppose. Do they tell you?
It's very vanilla. I think it's the vanilla.
They don't tell you. I would suppose X. I have to
I
look
think
it
they're
up.
using bourbon barrels.
They gotta. They have to be. Ooh, is that not like super bourbony?
It's
Yeah.
vanilla.
Yeah.
It's like really.
That
big
is an
vanilla.
American. That is an American spirit.
If I handed you this,
I would think. Yeah. I would think this is. I would think this is.
even if you got to look at the color, you would probably think that that's like a Canadian whiskey.
I would think that this would be like Evan Williams Black Label.
No.
Yeah.
No way. Look
Yeah.
at Evan Williams Black Label. No way.
You have
Look at
that?
it. Yes. It's behind that. No, you're right there. It's right. Yeah, I can't think of the name of that.
I was gonna say, well, either or the 1783 or that.
No way. Look at that. Look at the
I'm
color
saying-
on that
I'm saying
bad
it's-
boy.
I'm saying in
That's like
smell. I'm saying in smell.
No, that's peanut. No way. That's like peanut butter and freaking
I think that's pretty similar. Honestly.
char. That's like a charcoal mellow.
I think that's pretty similar, honestly, with the does.
This it's like gold. It looks to me like a Canadian whiskey or like an Irish whiskey. Benchmark?
Yeah, it's something of that. It's something of that caliber in the barrel. Anyways,
I haven't been buying much whiskey lately, to be honest with you.
so my channel seems like it's become blue.
It's really good though. It tastes like a tequila though.
Mm-hmm.
You get the earthy agave, but you get that vanilla note. There's some spice, citrus, combined with maybe like a touch of like some caramel.
I would say honey.
Woo!
God bless. Honey?
Yeah, maybe it is more honey than caramel. You might be right.
As Billy Joel said, you may be right, or
Yeah,
maybe
no,
crazy.
yeah, you're right. It's more honey.
I'm on Lunazula's website, and do they just not tell you? Nope.
But on the palate, I like that you get that really nice, like earthy, like agave note. You know.
They don't tell you either on Tequila Matchmaker what kind of barreling they're using. Oh, they just say 100% agave, stainless steel tanks, twice distilled in stainless steel pot with copper coil, 40%. They're using deep well water, roller mill for extraction, and this is made in with a the cooking of the agave is done in a high pressure autoclave. That means anything to anybody. Yeah, this is so reminiscent of utilizing I would guess, a bourbon barrel. This is what I was getting at when I said Evan Williams Black Label. It's like it's reminding me more of a bourbon than anything else. I mean, maybe it's Jim Beam. I have no idea. Maybe it's Jim Beam. Is it? Maybe my imagination is running wild when I say it's got a bit of a nuttier aspect to it, perhaps. I think there is a little bit of a nutty aspect to that. Maybe it is a Jim Beam barrel. Who the hell knows?
I think it might be. It's probably Jim Beam or.
I'm gonna go with Jim Beam over Evan Williams at this point. Yeah. That would make more sense to me.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good 80. I don't know what the ratings would really give it. As far as, well, I can give it a rating right now, like out of 10 on the value. This is a 6. 6 out of 10 on the value? Yeah. I think maybe, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Was like less than 30.
Less than 30.
The extra in the was 53. This one's like maybe 30.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll get that 6 out of 10 on the value. Yeah. So if you ever run across that Pueblo Viejo for $20 effing dollars, you have to buy that. Holy crap!
Right.
I gotta get $10 a bottle of that someday. That's at the Norfolk Liquors again. They always seem to have Pueblo Viejo. Then Viejo was pretty good. That's more on the lighter side with the caramel and the honeyed notes, like sort of like this. I think that's got a little bit more of a bolder mouthfeel now. I mean, I guess I would have to A and B. You can A and B sub. You can actually do this one and the Pueblo Viejo and Añejo and be like sub $30 Añejo challenge. It's kind of hard to find that out there in the wild. And Añejo's under $30.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think that would give this a pretty good run for its money. Yeah, there's definitely a spicy, peppery zing at some point in the finish. The sweetness is not over. What I like about this is the sweetness is not overbearing. It's not a sugary bomb. Some tequila, even as naturally sweet as it is, can come across that way. This at least is pretty gentle. I feel like you could use this almost as a whiskey substitute if you wanted to make some mixed drinks and you want to use the tequila instead. For the price point, this would be a really good mixable tequila, definitely. You want to make a tequila old-fashioned, that would be a pretty good play.
Where the fuck is everybody?
Where's everybody? Did you all have a bad night last night? Is everybody watching UFC? Who's winning? Conor McGregor? I've never had proper 12, and I'm not going to properly buy proper 12. Hey, listen to this elbow guy. The waiting is the hardest part. Yes, Tom Petty once said that. What the hell is up, elbow? Formerly of Rhode Island, Elbow 88. Bam. What's up, sir? Nice to see you. Oh, yeah. Keith's World said the humidity is the worst part. And the elbow said the waiting is the hardest part. I see what you're doing there, elbow. No, you didn't waste your money on that. That's good for under $30. It's not even there's no harshness to that at all. If people get tequila mixed up with Jose Cuervo and their stupidness of drinking shots, I guess. Where I'm saying, like, when you try something that's got flavor to it in tequila, hopefully your reaction is, are you sure that's tequila? And we go, yeah, that's tequila. I think tequila could be more of a universally accepted spirit, but a lot of people have the bad memories of Salt and Lime and Jose Cuervo and stuff like that. Whereas when you try something that's got the maturity, even just from the ground in the agave, you get a much better product at the end of the day.
Yeah, in my opinion, I realized that I really like just like the straight up Blanco flavor. Aging tequila is a little bit different. You don't get that really nice like cooked agave note that you want out of a tequila.
It definitely has an effect on that.
With that being said, though, I can see how like aging a tequila really makes it like a super clean, easy drinking, very enjoyable spirit with tons of flavor. But as far as tequila, in my opinion, what I really like is like I haven't had some of these higher end like Tears of the Arona,
$200 bottles of extra Añejos.
These extra Añejos, yeah. For the most part, you can't go wrong with the friggin' additive free, just straight up Blanco. You know, like Fortaleza, El Tesoro, Tequila Ocho,
anything
Agave,
made by a guy with the last name of Camarena, G4 and Tequila Ocho.
Yeah, those are good too.
That is one of the most solid brands and one of the most solid dudes. I have not had any, to my knowledge, I haven't had any El Tequileño, but I would love to try that. There's a Tony Salzo.
We should go to that water cure.
Yeah. That's where they make the rum, right?
Barrel aged or the barrel proof stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have.
Do they have an agave spirit? Or is it more rum?
They might. I think they might have an agave spirit.
Yeah, legally outside of Mexico in their governing board, which is called the CRT, you cannot call your product that's made with an agave or a Blue Weber agave. You can't call it tequila legally. So most places outside of Mexico that do a Blue Weber agave spirit, they just call it a agave spirit, which, nerdy enough, at the end of the day, all agave spirits are classified as a mezcal. Much as all bourbons are whiskeys, not all whiskeys classify as a bourbon by definition. So, I think if you like bourbon overall, this Luna Azul Añejo you probably would really like. This is a bourbon friendly. This is a bourbon drinkers friendly tequila.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, maybe this is more Jim Beam. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. You said vanilla, I'll say honey. A little nuttiness in this Luna Azul. Yeah, that little drink through would be fun. So, extra añejo, that's the last you need. Is that right? For this, for this look through. Okay, that's the one that they do with. They do that in an Elijah Craig barrel, if I'm not mistaken. In Elijah Craig barrels. Norfolk Spirits used to have some bottles of that. They don't on their website anymore. They had it for like $30 some odd at one point. I was like, I should have bought that. I didn't know if that was more of a gimmicky thing or not. It's like, oh, everybody knows Elijah Craig, but no one drinks Luna Azul. So maybe we'll get the bourbon drinkers over to tequila for a minute, right? There's another brand that I have. I forget the name of the brand. There's another brand of tequila that I have that is owned by Sazerac that does bourbon barrel aging of Buffalo Trace products in their tequilas. That are pretty good.
Tilted Barn Cactus Double IPA. Can 3/12/25.
One of their mainstays at the brewery, right?
Something like that.
A year round. Yeah, the end of the barley wine bottle definitely had a lot of sediment.
Let me wash your glass for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to say barley wine mixed with a New England IPA might taste good.
New England barley wine.
But it's definitely good.
A super fruity bomb. We're looking at an 8 point. No, we're looking at a 7.8% ABV with a the 12th of March. Yeah, we're at the 12th of March for the canning date.
Which one, for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost brought the Belgian Dark Strong Ale from Tilted Barn as a mystery beer tonight. I wanted to give you something a little different that you haven't probably heard of. That was their Holly Anew, their Belgian Golden Ale.
I had that.
Oh, no, the Belgian Dark Strong. That's the one I bought on New Year's Eve when we were there.
Yeah, I actually...
I really like that beer. That beer's good.
I reviewed that beer, and I have the glass that goes with it. Yeah.
I like the darker Belgian styles.
Cactus. Is it done? Oh, you want more of that, or?
It's not done yet.
Okay.
Ooh, that's like sweaty locker room.
Double IPA. Let's see what the hops are. Tropical fruit flavors and aromas. 7.8%.
If by tropical you mean the humidity of a locker room from gym class.
Yeah, it's not that.
You know what I mean by that, though.
It's very grassy, in my opinion. It's very, like, grassy.
All right. The grass on the track, the grass around the track.
Yeah. It's
The
very,
grass around
it's
the
very
track, yeah.
like floral.
I guess it's all in comparison to what we've been trying here.
It's very hoppy floral. But there's a really nice like papaya, peach,
Oh yeah.
some malty sweetness in there.
Can I say the classical celery note?
Yeah,
That's more at proclamation,
vegetal.
but I get that to you.
It's a little vegetal.
Let's go with the old,
vegetal.
Let's go with the
yeah. It's kind of got that
veggies.
It's kind of got that fiddlehead, oniony, garlicky thing going on. But
yeah. Gym sock still.
It looks really nice. Look at that.
Slight gym sock. It's not overly dank in that regard.
That looks friggin' awesome.
This is a mimosa in the morning.
It does look like orange juice, bro.
So
all right.
This.
Cheers. Let's drink it.
To your health. From the spoils come the spoils, Foxman.
It's definitely got a little bit of that like orange peel, pithy. Big mouthfeel though. Lots of flaked oats, wheat. It's creamy.
Ooh, yeah. It's got a.
It's really cold.
It's got a nicer, it's got a nicer mouthfeel than the Foam Brewers beer to me we've had today. I like this mouthfeel a little better.
What's the ABV on this?
7.8. That's like the low range of your double.
That's a real low double.
That's a gentle double.
Double should be 8.
Should be. Triple should be 10.
10 and above. Yeah. 8 to 10. Imperial.
The Imperial is in general, yeah. Vegetal. Little pepper.
All depends on the style though.
It's like a little black peppery something or other.
Yeah.
There's the word I guess I'm looking for is a spice.
So, yeah.
There's a spiced something or other. By
spice, it's like that earthy.
Heat. Well, it says cactus, right? That would make sense. Oh, Thomas Metal's thinking. This is one of their year-round beers, pretty much, right?
It's good.
I think you can get this all. What I'm getting at is I see this all the time at the brewery and in stores. So if you like this beer and you're in Rhode Island, if you are intrigued by this beer and you're in Rhode Island, southeastern Massachusetts, you should be able to find this beer.
I feel like you could probably get them in Connecticut too.
Get to the southern part of New England, people.
Yeah. Because they're
Vermont, shit out of
they're in Exeter.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're definitely distributing to.
That would make sense. Yeah, that's along the
Connecticut
border.
It's really good though. It's very clean.
Yeah.
Super clean, nothing offensive.
Nope.
No hot burn. No boozy bite.
No.
Get a little bit of boozy bite?
No. I guess the bite that I'm getting is of a spice or like a peppery spice, which I like that, which is probably a good name, calling a cactus with that, yeah. Prickly carbonation.
Cheers, Elbow.
Elbow, the man. Oh, yeah, we're using the, these are the
Glencairns.
Yeah, the glasses developed for Scotch whiskey, but they work for a lot of spirits and whiskeys in general called the Glencairn.
Mm-hmm.
They have a nice bulb in the towards the bottom of the glass, and they taper off really nicely to give you aromas. And they have a little foot that you should probably hold it by the foot so that you're not warming up the spirit. But it works good for spirits and whiskeys, but I think G4. There's a whiskey or there's a tequila brand that uses these Glencairns as an actual whiskey or a tequila tasting glass. Yeah. It's quite a vegetal for an IPA. Little grapefruit, little orange.
Little
right as it gets to the finish. The finish is super peppery.
Little grapefruit, little orange.
That's nice and dry. Yeah. It tastes like a white bready malt, like a Pilsner malt. I like those in New England IPAs. More the bready Pilsner crackery malt. That just lends itself to that nice drinkability. Your beer has the Pilsner malt in it that you're going to brew for the New England style. That'll be nice. I like the white bready malt with the IPA of New England. That's like have I done this? I haven't reviewed a bunch of Tilted Barn. Why the hell not? I've been reviewing more Spears on my channel over the last year, honestly. That's like a 90. I like this beer. And to Alex, the Beer Master's point, yeah, I guess I would buy this again. Maybe one day he'll get to Tilted Barn. Wow. Alex, the Beer Master live at Tilted Barn. That'll be an anomaly. What in the world? You're not innocent, Paul. I meant to say I was waiting to hear their responses. Oh, what are we talking? What? Oh, the tasting glass. Yeah, we talked about that. The Glen Cairn. I mean, like, I forget when they came out, but in the grand scheme of things, those are pretty much newer glasses for whiskey as of the 21st century. I mean, I think they came out early in the 2000s. The Glencairn, primarily designed around Scotch whiskey, I believe. But they're not old in the grand scheme of things. Those are pretty newer created glasswares. The Glencairn, they're not old. Again, early 2000s they came out.
Yeah. Those have been around for ever since I've been reviewing.
They're just good because of the bulb that it has, and then it concentrates the nose, and with that bulb you can swirl it around.
Yeah, but they're also good because you can get a little sip out of them.
Yep.
You know.
But as a good beer geek will tell you, it's always fun to collect different kind of glasswares and try to find different ones.
Northwest said, "You're not innocent, Paul." I almost thought Alex was in the chat.
Innocent? You're not innocent here. I don't know what he says. I should. He's the co-host of Wildcard Wednesday. Bullshit. We're guilty here. Bullshit. Yeah, what did I rate? 90.
90.
And as Alex would ask, would you buy it again? Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I mean, I think this particular beer that they make is, I think I said this 4 times now, I think it's a pretty year-round from Tilted Bar. I think the Cactus is, yeah.
I've never reviewed this one.
What's your...
so I don't know.
Well.
I would give it a...
we'll sign out.
I think it's really good. It's definitely a little bit more on the dank earthy side.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it like a 92.
I
think it's a very good beer.
If you love beer and you're coming up through Rhode Island,
I mean, most of Tilted Barn's New England IPAs are gonna get good scores by me because I think they don't miss when it comes to
mostly, yeah.
New England IPAs.
I would agree.
There's no offensive flavors. They're usually really crushable. They're like almost 8%. They don't taste like that.
The best double IPAs from New England don't taste like that.
Yeah.
I love that white bready malt and that Pilsner malt.
They do a really good job with it.
When you do like a really good
double IPA.
When you do a really good Pilsner malty beer with that flaked oat or like that white wheat where it has that fluffy essence to it and it has that clean, maybe the hops, maybe not the cleanest thing if you talk about dank flavors, but like everything when it finishes is like super clean. Like that's the best version of a New England IPA. This is quite up there. Maybe not as luxurious in the mouthfeel as some other beers, but like it does a pretty good job of being pretty cleanly, and it's super. I would say it's super approachable for a near 8% beer.
Yeah, Tilted Barn, their double IPAs are pretty much what they try to.
I like a Kolsch. They do a good Kolsch over there.
Yeah.
We were there for New Year's Eve 2025.
But for the most part, their double IPAs is what they like.
Yeah, that's what they're known for.
Brew most commonly.
Yeah. If you really like IPAs and you're in Rhode Island, you gotta go to Long Live. Definitely. And if you like lager beers, you gotta go to Moniker Brewery in Providence, Rhode Island. That place is phenomenal for lager beers, and they do a lot of Germanic styles, and they do darker lager beers too. Last time, before we went to a concert, my buddy Mark and I, one of the places we ended up was at Moniker. I didn't get a chance to do it, but they were doing this Germanic, they're doing like a Munich Dunkel, and outside they had a metal rod inside of a oven, or inside of like a coal-fired oven, and they were hand smoking your Munich Dunkel lager. Hell yeah. I didn't have enough time to get around to trying that, but that is pretty
sounds good.
Freaking awesome. Yeah, man. So yeah, Moniker, I've heard from enough places online, like top 50 breweries to watch out for in America. They seem to be showing up on this list all the time. Near downtown Providence, Rhode Island. Heck yeah. Anyways, come to Rhode Island if you want. Tanner and I are we'll show you around, I guess. Well, when you pour, so for me, right, when it comes to this Glencairn glass, I think you can kind of eyeball the 1.5 ounces really good. I think what I've heard is if you go about halfway up the bulb portion of the glass for the Glencairn, that should be about around your 1.5 ounces. And when you put it on the table, it should be able to balance pretty well when you do that 1.5 ounce pour of that spirit in the Glencairn. So that's a really good way to gauge, just like by eyeball, the 1.5 ounces. And now obviously it's going to go a little bit further than that with the 2 ounces, but that's a good way to gauge. And most of the time your pour of a whiskey is going to be 1.5 ounces. Maybe just some places will round it to 2. I've got dirty luck sometimes. I'm like, I'll do 1.5 ounces of Glenmorangie. People will say 1.5 ounces. Wait a minute, what? We're gonna do. We just measure 2. All right, thanks. Yeah, no one's ever filling. In other words, no one's ever filling a Glencairn glass. That's not what that's designed for. Yeah, Middle Fruit had said. Yeah, thank you. Middle Fruit had said they appear about 4 ounces. Sorry, it took me a few hours to convert milliliters to U.S. ounces. Yeah, the whole bulb idea is for swirling the spirit. I think sometimes at least with like a mezcal, I don't know if it would work better that way with a really smoky, peaty scotch. But I find when I try some mezcals in these glasses, it takes a lot longer for it to open up because comparatively now, maybe like a Lagavulin or a Ardbeg, I don't know. But like I felt like it took me a longer time to open up a mezcal to really get notes and flavors out of it in these kind of glasses. And now I bought these Spiegelau whiskey glasses that have a nice stem. They're a little bit longer in the actual glass.
Would you call them Spiegelau?
Spiegelau. Pronounce the glassware name.
I thought it was Spiegelau. Spiegelau.
I don't know. German. Oh no, they're Austrian, right? They're an Austrian brand.
I don't know. I could be wrong too.
But they have more of a tapered, a little bit more like a Teku glass. They have more of a tapered flair this way. And I feel like with the mezcal, it helps to open up the aroma a little more to get past some of the smoky notes. Which this glass will just kind of restrict a little bit of the smoky note. Just a little bit more. But if you really, really, really like the smoky scotches, then that is the glassware to choose.
This has been a really good live stream.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been like, just full on, just us chilling, drinking beers, and spitting knowledge about beers and shit. I like it.
Mostly spirits at this
point. A little bit of tequila too. So
I'm very surprised with the Añejo Lunazu.
Yeah.
That definitely tasted like probably Jim Beam white label, maybe barrels. But that's still pretty good for the price point. Hell yeah. That is that would be the whiskey. The whiskey. See what I'm saying? That would be the tequila to get somebody to try if all they know is bourbon and they don't think they like tequila. Luna Azul Añejo. Give them that one. Give your whiskey drinker that one to start. I think.
Sheesh. I'm thinking of what I want to pour.
Is there anything in 2025 you're looking forward to trying?
No.
No? You know what's coming out at some point in 2025?
No.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to.
It's too much shit. Everything's fucking allocated.
No. I'm getting around this to you. So that 70th anniversary of the Wild Turkey came out, right?
Yep.
They're supposedly in 2025. I don't know if it came out yet or not. They're going to do a year-round Wild Turkey 8-year 101. It's going to be on the shelf all the time. And if that's at the correct price.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
If that's at the correct price.
Yeah, it's good. It's good with the money.
It was already good as it is. I got a little tournament bracket of whiskeys going on in my house. I think that thing's going to win the whole thing. That is a phenomenal bottle. You will like that. And if that's under $50, then they're doing a good job. 8-year 101.
But it's Wild Turkey?
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be an 8-year version of their 101.
Right?
Yeah, so it's the 70th anniversary. It's the same mash bill.
8-year 101.
So they did it between 8 and 9 years, and now they're gonna do a whole 8-year 101. On the shelf all the time, people. I like that. I will give you a sample of that when I'm done with the bracket at home. That bottle is phenomenal. I bought that for about $60, I think. I think that was about $60. The bottle, I mean, some stores will charge you an arm and a leg. There's a store in my town that wants it for $100. Yeah, forget that. $60, anywhere between 50 and 60 is a pretty phenomenal deal. And that was 70 years of Eddie Russell from Wild Turkey as a master distiller. And again, they blended an 8 and a 9 year version of their Wild Turkey 101, which is a 20 to like 25 maybe ish dollar bottle of bourbon. So there you go. They're gonna do an 8-year year round. Brig, yeah. I appreciate that middle fruit. Hell yeah. So we did do a Canadian beer, the Fin de Mon. That was good. And I had the Northern Harvest Rye from Crown Royal. That was a really, really good rye whiskey. I've had that probably on one of the Fandango, or no, maybe on one of the Fandango Fridays that Jay Terrio does from Louisiana Beer Reviews. I really like that. It was like $32 for a really good bottle of rye whiskey. Seems like a slow Friday evening. If you all need a link, we can get you one.
What happened?
Just seems like a slow Friday.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Slow Friday.
And how them Boston Celtics are doing. Speaking of Celtics, I'm wearing the sweatshirt.
Nice.
111 to 103. Celtics. 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go. Hell yeah. My parents are at that game in San Antonio. What are you intrigued about over here?
Doing the Alex dance.
Yeah, you're looking at your whiskey selection.
Did you know
and
the
you're going,
friggin' Four Roses single barrel strength is $100 now? They used to be 65 roughly.
Oh, you're not talking about the 100 proof.
No, barrel strength Four Roses.
Yeah, they've done some relabeling of their single barrel program.
Those bottles are $100 now.
I've honestly never seen one in the wild, but I'll see it.
What's that?
Whiskey searching.
Just kind of seeing what I have, but I haven't drank in a while.
Old Overholt, right? Probably.
Oh no, I'd actually.
Uh-oh.
That I drink that sometimes.
Listen, everybody. This man is prepared for the Flintstones and vitamins right about now.
It's not bad.
Bottled and Bond, not the 8 year.
I have
Flintstones. Oh, that was pretty slick. You grabbed that. Wait a minute. What are we talking about?
I said I have 2 bottles of 2 different ones.
Of the Dickel bottle.
One's a 13 year and one's an 11. I think.
Just Dickel brand.
This is the 13 bottle and bond.
Lots of people in whiskey are
13
not.
Year.
Lots of people in whiskey are not into Dickel for the same thing that I bring up.
Funky.
Everybody brings up in George Dickel Tennessee whiskey.
Sour aroma.
They bring up Flintstones as the vitamin flavor. Flintstones vitamins. Okay, I'm going to drink it now.
It's crazy how.
Yeah, there's like there's the sweet element and the biting into the vitamin. I was trying to tell this to my father like, over the years with the 8 year that he used to buy. He had kind of bought the 8 year because of such a good deal, and he never understood me saying that.
The George Dickel bourbon? No, that one's way better.
Yeah, I think so too. But it has that, but this Bottled and Bond has it more in spades. This is, I don't remember the price point on these. Oh my God, it really is that.
These aren't that bad. These are like $40.
No, a lot of the Dickel stuff is a good value, honestly. I would not go back to this over Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. No. I'm going to guess $35 to $40. I forget. A lot of the bourbon barrel stuff utilizes some Tennessee whiskey. When they do, you can almost guarantee they're using some Dickel in there, blending of their barrels for Bourbon Barrel Company. Now, to what degree does that Flintstones vitamin-y thing come out is, I think that's going to be pertinent to how it's all blended together with the other barrels.
And the heat's off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best example of like if you want to understand that vitamin note, you're like, this is the taste on that, yeah.
It's been 2 hours. Nobody's joined. It's Saturday. This is crazy.
Everybody has a field day on Friday nights and they don't do Saturdays.
Guess not. We got to bring them back though.
My Okay. Ooh, you have the fin de monde. We really like that fin de monde. Le fin de monde.
What happened to Keith?
There's no link. What are you talking about? Let me send you the
Eric,
link.
you were in charge of the link.
I put it out on the Wankers, literally.
The Wankers.
Yeah, that's where we all are.
Why didn't you put it in the beer whiskey examination?
Because I'm. Wait a minute.
That's what I thought you were putting it in my group chat. What happened to Keith?
No idea.
Did you send the link to Keith?
I'm going to. Unbelievable. No, that's not the link. Oh, boy. Copy text. We're going to give the link out to the people that know where to find it.
Yeah, it's my fault.
There it
sending
is.
it into the group chat in the first place.
I sent it to the central chat, not the offshoots of chat. Sorry.
There you go. Thanks, too.
Yeah. I sent it to the central focal point of all chats.
Thank you, bro.
You must choose offsets of chats as well. Oh, Keith!
yeah. Send it to Keith, too.
I love that guy. He is such a good country musician.
There it is.
Oh, shit. Maybe you're not a wanker.
I'm not even with Wankers anymore, man.
That would be why. Now I know. Knowing this after battle, G.I. Joe.
At least I don't think I am.
Apparently not.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, Mark, man. Hell yeah.
Mark, man.
Mr. Paul. Yeah.
Mark, you want to come up? I'll put it in the chat if Mark wants to come up, but I mean, I'm not going to let up anybody who's acting like a...
Bye.
I'm not going to let up anybody who's acting like a jerk, you know?
What happens if I type in Mark?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Mark.
I put it in the private chat. Come up and hang out with us. Not the private chat, the regular chat.
What happens if I type in
It's
Mark?
been a long 2 hours.
What happens if I type in Mark A to Facebook? Do I find Mark?
Oh, okay, Mark. What happened to Keith?
I just gave him the link.
Oh, okay. What are you drinking, beer man?
Homebrew.
My usual.
Fort George?
Forgot the name of it.
Is it a... It's so usual you forgot the name of it. Fort George?
Yeah.
No!
Magnetic Field Hazy.
Ooh.
Yeah. 7%.
I forget what the hell you poured. Oh, Dickel, the bottle and bun.
Yes. 13 years.
Flintstone.
It's funky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is Flintstone vitamin. Yeah, you are right.
You
Oh,
ever
yeah.
wanted a Flintstone vitamin in your whiskey there, beer man?
Oh.
Well, then you can try George Dickel bourbon. Oh, Tennessee whiskey.
Terrible.
We did a mystery barley wine from Poland. Got a pretty good little ranking.
Oh, I did pretty good on that.
We still got a little bit left.
Oh,
I
nice.
did
Good
pretty
at
good
the
on
temperature
that.
it's at, yeah.
Which one was it?
The Combs barley wine, product
Combs,
of
Combs.
Poland.
Yeah.
Barley wine style ale.
Nice. Cool,
And they
man.
tell you what happens as you age in months. They say 4, 8, 12, 16 months is more fresh and malty. When you get up to 24, 28, 32, and 36 months, it becomes more dry and complex. Wow.
Oh, wow.
When
Interesting.
Combs is stored for 36 months, the beer changes its taste. Now you can decide how long your Combs will mature.
Okay.
Damn, that was I forget what I paid, but according to Total Wine website for their other beers in this imperial style range, it's like $4.99 for a pint bottle. I was like, at 12%, I'm like, I'm intrigued.
Right. That's not bad at all. Jeez.
Malt liquor, nah, just try this. For the
What was
prize,
the,
hobos recognized.
you say what was the percentage?
12.
Oh wow.
12% for a pint from Poland for $5.
That's not bad.
All we won. And
Those
Tanner was like pretty much 95.
Combs is good, man, or however the fuck you say it. Combs.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
It's
good.
KOMES.
No, I like that stuff. They got that raspberry one that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
they did a
too.
raspberry porter,
Yeah, porter. Yeah.
and they do an
Robust,
Imperial Amber apparently as well,
Baltic
and a Russian Imperial style.
Was it a Baltic porter? Raspberry Baltic, or was
Oh, it had to have been. You probably,
Yeah,
yeah,
Baltic
you're right.
porter.
Yeah, in Poland, probably.
Mm-hmm. It's really tasty.
$5. Come on now.
Yeah, that's really not bad at all. Jeez.
Rich and multi-character, intense aroma. But Combs Barley Wine is a top fermented beer with a very rich, intense aroma and complex taste, in which malty sweetness perfectly harmonizes with a well-marked but smooth bitterness. Okay, whatever that means. They say serve it between 57.2 degrees and 60.8.
Nice. Oh, up in the 60s, huh? Jeez.
Yeah, yeah.
That's warm.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of things come out though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for sure. All right.
So, I gotta remember to probably try to take some time in the beginning of September off, I guess, if we're getting together in Western New York.
Yeah, I gotta get the tickets.
You tell me where you're getting them from. If it's from Logan, so be it. We will get you and go south or go west from there.
a road trip again?
If you need to do it, if it works better out that way that you go back to Logan again, that sounds fine to me. I will.
How far are you till
30 minutes, maybe 45.
No, I mean Logan to how far is Logan to
like to Albany?
Albany, yeah.
It's like maybe 4.5 hours.
That's it?
Not much more than that. Maybe a little less than that, yeah. No, that's fine. That's good. That's a nice drive straight through our Massachusetts Turnpike right into the heart of Western Mass, and then you go right through the border over there.
Huh.
It's good. It's a nice drive. It is very nice.
Well, I was gonna fly into Albany and just take a Uber everywhere.
Yeah. If you want to do that, that's cool too. Yeah. You decide what you would like to do. They may be more convenient, honestly.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out where we are. Tanner and I and Jordan will figure out where we want to be, and you as well, and we'll figure out where to go from there. If that's what if you want to drive, if you want to fly into Albany. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I'm just saying, if Boston, if at the end of the day Boston made more sense, let me know. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
If you go to Boston, do not rent a car if you go into Boston.
Well, I would fly out of Boston and fly into Albany or something like that, and then just go back with you and help you out with gas.
That makes 0.0 sense. Hell no. That's like no.
Fly into Albany and then drive back with you to Massachusetts, and go out of Boston to back home.
You could if you wanted, yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
You could if you wanted to do that, yeah. I wouldn't recommend it if that's the scenario. There's no car is needed on your behalf.
Well, no.
You don't need a car in that scenario. Nope.
I'll just go to Albany and leave Albany.
Yeah, maybe.
So, that's
if
cool.
that works, then fine.
Yeah, we'll have to meet up with Mike and Dan.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if they'll either we go over there for a day or something and see them and come back the same day or whatever the hell happens. Or
we gotta find where. I haven't really looked. I've been to that area before. I haven't really looked at it recently, but we'll be able. What I think is Tanner's not here to hear this. I think we best find a really cool spot in the Finger Lakes of New York State and try to find an Airbnb that's like right around in that kind of region where we can go in and out of Albany if we want to go into that region and then go to some other places. I think the Finger Lakes region would be kind of a really cool spot. Not only is like all the wine really good, like that's not what we're there for, but there's enough cool breweries in that area anyways.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's a really cool area. I think that's a really cool area to go to, Tanner, is if we can find a Airbnb in the Finger Lakes of New York State. Then we can get to Albany from there and do some things there. We can go back to the Finger Lakes. I think that would be a cool spot to kind of coagulate our September. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think that's just a fun spot of New York. The western parts, the western part of New York is or the upstate part of New York is the best part of the state, not New York City.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Even if you went to like Watkins Glen or like Corning, that's a little further away than Albany, but you could do it still.
All right.
We should find a spot that's closer to Albany, I guess. Yeah.
Jordan really wanted to show us breweries definitely in his area. And
oh, absolutely. We got a local guide, basically.
Totally, yeah.
We could certainly get to the treehouse in Saratoga from there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh?
We'll certainly do that within driving distance.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm. So I went to this place once, and I've heard Dan talk about it. The Warhorse. He seems to think that this day and age is a little bit better than when I went there a couple of years ago, back in western part of New York a couple of years ago. But that's another place, and that's in Warhorse again. That's in that Finger Lakes region of the state. There are good breweries in the Finger Lakes, and it's such a beautiful part of that state, honestly. Western New York, the Finger Lakes. I think that's what we can Airbnb. That's what I think. We have our own beer tuber palooza. We have a beer man tuber palooza. The beer man palooza.
I thought the Finger Lakes were the lakes that connect Wisconsin, Michigan, and.
So that's the Great Lakes.
Oh, okay.
Finger Lakes, like Lake Seneca.
Sorry, I got kind of wasted before I came out here.
No,
yeah, I'm blaming on that, dude.
Yeah, Seneca Lake. Lake Seneca.
I'm pretty.
Finger Lakes.
Pretty chilling too.
We're chilling.
Cool.
That's what I think. So we should.
Oh.
Maybe I can take a little look at where the Finger Lakes are in relation to Albany and what's one of the closer places to go in between the two. I think that would be the best scenario. Get to the Finger Lakes and get to Albany in that same week of time. That's definitely the best stuff in Western New York, I think.
Syracuse.
We could try to.
Oh, that's all those lakes like Cayuga Lake, Owasco Lake, Tisca Lake. Oh,
it's so beautiful up there. It'll remind you of Vermont and New Hampshire almost.
Wow.
I
don't know where.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know where the. Why can't I think of the city that we're about to go to?
Albany?
Yeah, I can't find Albany on this one. I'm gonna keep.
That's the capital of the state, and that's sort of kind of ish close after you get out off of the border of Massachusetts into New York State. It's not that far off of that. I don't know. I'd have to look. I don't know how far away Cooperstown is. I've done it before. Actually, you know what? I did it before. That Cooperstown's really not that far away from Albany. Actually, we could get to the Omegang Brewery, and you could get to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh.
All in the same town.
Nice.
And Saratoga's not super far off of that. And that's where Treehouse is.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
That Hall of Fame, I've been there once. I think it was pretty fucking fun. If you really like baseball, I mean, maybe this beer community is not baseball.
I like baseball. I didn't really get into it, you know. But I played it when I was younger.
If you're in Cooperstown, then come on. Woo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where the hell is this at?
Oh,
Here we go. Wait, I gotta find Albany. Where's that at?
Eastern part of New York.
It's not. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
North of New York City.
Okay.
Very north of New York City.
I'm gonna just look up Albany.
Oh yeah, Mark A says Rochester has some decent breweries. Yeah, they have. Well, one of the places you would be able to go to is the Genesee Brewery.
Oh, it's cool, man. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I've been there once. That was an interesting place. They had an all malt version of their Genesee Cream Ale. That was pretty good.
Huh. Where's So okay, I'm gonna minimize this. I wonder where the Finger Lakes are to Albany. I'm trying to. Where are they? I'm looking for fingers here, man.
Yeah, up your nose.
No.
The fingernails. Albany to Finger Lakes.
Yeah, I don't even know. All right. Well, let me see.
Definitely an Airbnb in the Finger Lakes. That would be a good old time.
Finger Lakes to Albany.
And if you're not, and if we weren't going to the Finger Lakes, then definitely the Adirondacks would be a fun time.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
there was my grandfather. You get to Lake Placid. That is a fucking giant lake out there. Holy crap!
That's a 3-hour drive to Albany.
What?
Whew. Light traffic too.
Wait a minute. The Finger Lakes to Albany is not close.
Oh
shit.
Yeah, it's close to FLX though. It's close to where they are.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Are you?
It's like right. It's by Ithaca, kind of. It's north of Ithaca.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's by Auburn. So Ithaca, Auburn, Elmira, Palmyra.
That's right.
Maybe not Palmyra.
No, you're right. No. You're right.
Lions.
They're really 3.5 hours away. Holy crap.
Yeah, dude. That's what I was like.
All right, never mind that.
It's actually 3 hours and 47 minutes in normal traffic.
Never mind that. That blows. Because that's like one of the coolest parts of this whole state of New York.
Oh, man.
Damn. All right. Well, we're not going to the Finger Lakes, I guess.
Well, we can always go around Albany. And, like go.
Well, dear man, you'll be able to get to Western Massachusetts and some of those places.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good breweries in Western Mass, I tell you that.
Nice. Is there?
Mm-hmm.
What's some to name some? There you go.
Oh, name some of them. So I went to school out in Western Mass for a political science degree of all damn things.
Oh, okay.
Yep. In Western Mass. Breweries.
Paul and his wife caught a Judas Priest Iron Man show back in 1984.
Well, hell yeah.
Syracuse. But posted. Yeah.
That sounds fun as fuck. Let's see. Oh my god. There's a bunch in Deerfield. That would be a good place to go. Which one's there's White Lion. Yeah, that's in Springfield. Wouldn't really recommend Springfield. Four Phantoms is in Greenfield. Yeah. Abandoned Building. Yeah. Building 8, maybe. Yeah. Bright Ideas is really, really, really good. I like that place.
What's in Pittsfield?
Tin Bridge Brewing Company is in Westfield, and that is run by one of the guitar players from the band Within the Ruins. They're a pretty popular metal band in the world. You said what there, Beer Man? You said Pittsfield.
What's in Pittsfield?
There's a lot of stuff going on in Pittsfield.
Seems like a big city.
Yeah, it's one of the bigger ones out there, and that's pretty far out into the western part. So when you get back into from New York State into Massachusetts, that wouldn't be that far away. Honestly,
hour and a half drive.
Yeah. You're going right back into Massachusetts from New York, basically. There's a couple of more towns, and then you're there. That's a good question. I just live like 3 hours away from all of that, or 2 hours.
That's not even that far.
Yeah, but again, I went to college there, but I was only 21 at the time.
Yeah. Mount Everett is out
Hot Plate Brewing Company. Hot Plate Brewing Company.
Whoa.
Everett, Massachusetts. That's in the Boston region.
Okay. Mount Everett, though. That's what
there is a mountain over there.
Yeah.
There was a mountain. It's called Mount Tom.
Oh, okay.
Mount Everett.
Oh, Connecticut's just right down there too. All right.
Yeah. Springfield, Massachusetts is on the border of Enfield, Connecticut.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like Agawam and Longmeadow.
That's the one. You're pretty well versed already.
I'm looking at a map, man.
you go the same thing that we would do to get into New York State. We go through the entirety of the Massachusetts Turnpike. And you're gonna go through those exact towns off of the Massachusetts Turnpike to get there.
Oh, okay.
Do you like honey mustard?
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said, but he said, do I like food? Anyways, but yeah, those exact towns, you're going to go straight through on the Massachusetts Turnpike, and they're just an exit away to get off of the Massachusetts Turnpike to some different breweries. So I think that whole western part of the state's pretty good for that stuff, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We should definitely go to fucking, god damn it, Treehouse, over there.
Oh, in Saratoga, yeah.
In Saratoga, yeah.
If we're near the Albany area, then that is pretty easy to get to. That'll be easier to get to than if we're in the Finger Lakes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, gracias. Whoa, look at this guy over here.
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken Sango.
Oh, right.
Gracias.
You've been drinking a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, if we're in the Albany area, then Saratoga is much easier to get to, and I think that's a really pretty town. It's really a fun town. I've been there once, and I went there for the racetracks. And I remember my grandfather used to have a friend, and he would come to my house and be like, "You want to go to the dog track, which is the next town over?" They both taught me how to bet on the dogs, and I did win $90 one time. And then when we went to Saratoga, we went to the racetrack. I'm like, I already knew how to bet on the horses because the dog betting was the exact same thing. And I'm like, my grandfather, hell yeah. There you go. I'll never forget that experience. We were like so happy and having a fun time. But Saratoga, that was a cool town. I think that you would like that.
Nice.
Oh, that's perfect.
Jeez, Saratoga. It's only 49 minutes to Saratoga, Albany, man.
Yeah. You gotta go.
That's only an hour away. It's north of.
Like me getting a Tanner's house, basically.
That's where Jordan was just there today.
Yes.
Yeah, he went on a day trip there and came back.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
He said that the horse racing doesn't happen at the same time, or it's already done the month prior. That would have been kind of fun to go to see some horse racing, honestly. If we're already there.
To see some horse.
That'll be fun. No, not whores. Horse. Beer man. You hear this guy?
I'm just kidding.
Beer man said we're going to see some whores in Saratoga. No, horses.
Nah, man. I'm married.
Alex needs to take a train up there, and then we'll see him.
I keep telling him that. He doesn't sound too convinced.
He doesn't tell Aunt Patty anything until the last minute. Oh, the trip is tomorrow. Aunt Patty, can I get a bus pass?
Oh, man. Come on, dude. Let's see. Back 40 years ago, they were checking us for knives and guns. Sheesh. You could never journal. Eating pike, fish.
Knives and guns? Wait a minute, what?
Oh.
Knives and guns. That sounds good.
This bitter is really, really cleaning up. It's for a 3.7. It's got a lot of body.
You brewed, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh. Little low ABV bitter.
Yeah, it's kind of soft, but has a spritz, sort of, not really too high, and it's got a peppery, earthy, kind of herbal, lemony kind of taste to it. It's really interesting. I think I used Fuggles and East Kent Goldings.
Classic hops.
Yeah.
Nice.
It tasted yeasty at first, and it's starting to kind of like condition and get better. But half of the tank fell out because it had a leak on one of the things, and I left. No. Yeah, I fell asleep, woke up, came out here, and I was like, "Oh, it's all on the ground, dude."
Oh no! Yikes!
I have another 5-gallon tank of it, so thank God.
Well, that's good. It wasn't a complete loss.
No.
Good. Wow, that's crazy.
I'm making
what actually happened to cause that?
Yeah, there was a leak. There was a gasket leak or some kind of fitting kind of issue with the poppet. You know, like when you put the liquid line on, and it just wasn't connecting right, so it spilled out the edge. Slowly, but as pressure was added to it, it made it worse, obviously. So, but it stopped now. I fixed it. So, yeah. Brewing a Westie Thursday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
West Coast IPA from Beer Man.
I just need something to drink.
Yeah.
It's so much better doing your own, you know, just having it on tap and having it available. It's nice. You can go home without having to go to the store. You know, and buy beers all the time. And my goal is to have all my taps filled with something different. At least one Westie, one New England, and the rest whatever the fuck is cool and different. You know, whether it's a stout, a porter, a pale, a blonde, some kind of other lager, and a Kolsch, you know, like Czech or something like that. Yeah. Czech lager. I'd love to do a Czech dark, man.
I was gonna say I never heard of that one from you.
Oh my God.
Ooh, it was a challenge.
Sounds good.
Maybe. As clean as a beer you can brew. We have utmost confidence in what you've brewed that you can do that. A clean Czech lager from Beer Man would sound really good.
I'm digging the lagers, dude.
Yeah. I think a lot of breweries are doing them super well in the last few years.
Yeah, I like cleaning them up, getting them nice and clear. Yeah, that shit looks pretty, dude.
Yeah.
It tastes sometimes they taste bad. I've had some bad ones.
Well, that lager yeast strain is going to show a bunch of flaws if you do it in the wrong way.
Totally. Yeah.
You mess up any little thing, it's going to be like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Lagers,
Gotcha, bitch.
lager yeast, and then the light beer itself too. It's a lot lighter, so you're gonna get more pronounced off flavors for sure. Yeah,
41.
definitely.
I'm gonna end the live at 2:30.
2:30?
2 hours and 30 minutes.
I was gonna say in like 7 hours.
I mean, might as well. We're not reviewing beers anymore.
No, we're good.
Just
Right
kind of
now.
hanging out with beer, man. We might as well just go off there.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I mean, unless you guys want to stay live, it doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I don't care.
What?
I had some pizza earlier, and that came up a little bit.
I tried that stuffed crust from Domino's. It was good.
Oh, dude,
Was it like
Domino's gives me
stringy,
bad
cheesy?
trouble.
No, not really, but it was all right. I like that they use like a garlicky Parmesan crust on the outside.
Mm. Oh, you did the stuffed cheese ones? The stuffed crust?
It was like it was. I forget what it was. It's like their supreme thing. So it had sausage and onions and peppers and pepperoni and
yeah.
That was all right. But they use their. I think what they do is they must use their pan crust, which that's the best. If you just want a pizza from like a chain or of a restaurant, you get the pan pizza from Domino's. That's pretty good.
Nice.
That's the one.
I have problems with Domino's because they give me bad stomachache. I don't know what the ingredients they have or use or what, but
Is that just pizza in general or Domino's?
Domino's.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is it more of an acidic
It might be. It's just not agreeing with my stomach.
pizza sauce, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
I'm in quite the area. We didn't even explore it that much because we weren't really in Massachusetts. But where I feel like I'm in quite the area where we do these things called bar-style pizzas, where you get this 10-inch personal-sized pizza, and they do what's called laced edges, where they kind of, to a degree, they burn the edges, and it makes it really super crispy. It's really super thin, and like you get this right mozzarella and sometimes a lot of cheddar base to the pizza, and like if you get a crackery thin, like that's the pizza of the part of Massachusetts that I live in. It's super good when you're at the bar and you have a nice giant pour of a beer or something.
Mm-hmm.
That super crackery thin pizza with the laced.
I like those
laced edges.
Yeah, I like the crackery thin ones. Those are good.
Like that, then yeah.
They fill you up too.
They call them bars. They call it bar style pizza here in southeastern Massachusetts.
Oh, nice. All right.
The South Shore of Massachusetts.
I want a smash burger, man. I've never had.
Ooh.
I want to make one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Do
I'm
that
not hungry right now, but I was.
Do that on a cast iron.
Yeah. And get a weight, something to smash it down with or whatnot.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do them. They look good, dude. They look all like caramelized meat. It looks so good, dude.
Best product. Yeah.
Good cheddar and like Swiss or something on it. And
ooh, I like cheddar ends. I like cheddar. Swiss is you get some mushrooms on your Swiss burger.
Little mushrooms, Swiss, cheddar.
I love mushrooms. If you're gonna talk me into veganism, then we gotta have a lot of mushrooms.
Or goat cheese, man.
I will literally just buy those white button mushrooms. Cut off and just crack the salt in them and just eat it raw.
Yeah, that's good.
It sounds strange, but that is the shit.
No, I'd eat that.
That is your meat substitute. If you need a meat substitute, eat a lot of mushrooms, please.
I like mushrooms a lot, man.
And if I had to be a vegan, it would be
edible ones.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
I love mushrooms. I like that umami
Legal
beer.
ones.
I guess there are. You tell me here, beer man, and I guess maybe Tanner. Tell me, like I'm sure there's enough beers. I can't think of something particularly, but like I'm sure there are beer flavors that come across as like umami, like that. Like not meaty, but like you know what I mean. Like maybe more protein rich, maltier beers, or like maybe like the Fin du Monde that we drank earlier, like more Belgian-y, I don't know, more malty, rich forward beers can kind of give you that. But you maybe part of the umami thing is to have more salty within the meaty flavor. I don't know.
There's a mushroomy earth in Fuggles hops, and that's what I have in this. So it's that earthy, but I don't really get the mushroomy. I get more of that earthy though.
Earthy Fuggles hops. That's cool.
Earthy citrus, like earthy dank citrus. It's kind of interesting. A little dank came through the English hops. It's really weird. Yeah. Ooh. Malty as fuck though. It's very malty beer. Super malty, but super light and almost watery. But with
could you ever envision trying to could you I mean I feel like English style bitter is usually 5-ish range lower than that, but maybe I haven't seen them before. But is there a way to kind of like do that and amplify the umami flavors and do like an imperial English style bitter?
Imperial English style bitter.
Yeah, an imperial English style bitter. I've never heard of that.
Maybe like 7.2% or 7%.
Yeah, wouldn't that be like? And you can kind of, if you could try to keep the same drinkability, that would be kind of cool. There's your malt liquor from England.
That would be.
Yeah, that would be kind of a cool idea.
Same IBUs. Yeah, keep the same IBUs, same balance.
What if we did that for a new Oxblood Forge beer?
It would come off sweeter, a little sweeter, a little drier, maybe.
If I come up with a couple of 7 songs we're thinking of for our new album, maybe we could do an imperial extra special bitter, an extraordinary special bitter.
No, what you need to do is
what you got. What do you got, Tanner?
You guys to release the song.
Yeah. Yes.
Have a party for that song.
I like this.
And during that party, we will serve a beer that we brewed.
Yes, sir.
Tanner, I love this idea.
For that song.
And we're available to go on to
that would be really cool.
Fuck
yeah. Hell yeah.
An imperial style.
Bring it to like a fucking,
I like this idea. All of a sudden, I really like this extra 2-time special bitter. And maybe that's what you call it. 2 times the ABV of that. How would you?
Let's see.
That black IPA was like my favorite thing you've done. You know what? Wait a minute. I would say Tanner hasn't tried it yet. Slow People Go Faster is my favorite bubble gut beer.
Oh, you haven't had that yet? Oh, that's pushing almost 2.5 months.
It's got it in his fridge.
Oh, okay.
As of last weekend. My next favorite beer.
I'll probably review on the next couple of days.
Yes. My favorite beer outside of that, no bias, is literally the Oxblood Forge beer. With that, you did that black IPA so very nicely. I love that. That was great.
Thank you.
I've never heard of an extra special bitter that was like an imperial grade. Maybe that would be good for an Oxblood Forge.
Well, they're 4.6 to 6.2% for ESB. So,
what do we do to imperialize that for the heavy metal, doom metal crowd?
You can make it an 8% and just keep the balance where it needs to be.
Heck yeah! Let's keep that. Sounds fucking nice.
For ESB. Yeah,
that would be cool. Who's heard of a New England style black IPA? Who's heard of a imperial bitter? Only Beer Man is doing those things. See?
I don't know.
We're doing 2 things that no one's heard of before. I will have some.
They have imperial blondes that are like what, 7% or something.
Well, yeah. The other side of the coin, right? We were talking about this earlier, Tanner. Right? Was the Belgian golden strong ales.
The golden.
Those are kind of like that, where that kind of golden-esque looking thing can kind of get to that level of ABV, and it doesn't necessarily end up tasting like a Duvel, right? A Duvel does not taste like 8+%. It's so quaffable. I think if you did a bitter beer like that from an English style, you went to the 8%, like you thought of, maybe there's an Oxblood Forge song we can use as the basis for the name. That would be kind of cool. Again, it's another thing no one's ever done before, like a New England style black IPA that he did. I think the Imperial ESB would be interesting.
You can call it Bitter Bones. Do you have a song called Bitter Bones?
We got a song that could probably work for that. We got a song called oh my god, I'm trying to think of songs. I will get you a song title. I can think of it off the top of my head. No, we will get you a song title. They're Ravager. We got a song called Ravager of Time. Maybe that works really good.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ravager of Bones.
You guys want to do some shout outs?
Yeah, you got a shout out, Beer Man?
Well, Beer and Cheese is gonna be going away in 3 weeks, so we haven't had enough viewers, and so we're just gonna put it aside for a while. And I kind of need some time to get ready for my Thursday brew day. So, plus I'm getting tired of doing two shows back to back every day, 2 days a week
on a Wednesday.
So yeah. The Wednesday show all spun out. That'll go for a little while more. We'll see how it goes. And then just brewing beer, like trying to get these beers ready for these 2 competitions. And then I'm gonna be brewing my Westie hopefully in the morning on Thursday this week. So look out for that. And cheers, guys. Thanks, guys. Cheers,
dude.
Thanks, Beer Man. I don't know what hopefully he's not doing jack squat next Friday, the 4th, because Thomas Metal was asked to play a covers band gig on the 4th here in Providence, Rhode Island, at the Free Play Bar Arcade. Holy hell, we got a 8 to 11 gig, and we're playing 3 different sets of material.
Nice.
It's got a really good bar for the beer and the mixed drinks, and I've been there before. Every single 80s and 90s arcade machine you could think of, it is actually there. It is
That's cool.
It is the funnest. Funnest is not a word. It's the most fun shit. I played in a band with my buddy named Andy Donald. He asked me if I wanted to help him out with his gig. I'm like, why the fuck not? And I've had to learn this material for the last couple of weeks. And there you go. So other than that, obviously here on YouTube, I am ThomasMetal75. We do the Massachusetts beer reviews, Massachusetts whiskey reviews, Massachusetts tequila, which could include any agave spirit. Check us out there. And I drum in Oxblood Forge, Doomy and Iron Maiden style metal.
Right.
It's a lot there.
Yeah.
Go Celtics.
Oh yeah,
guys. Yeah, I have some beer reviews that I recently recorded. Just have to upload. And then also, I just got a new grain basket.
You determined that was the option.
So the Fruit Bazooka New England IPA is going to be brewed sometime this week.
nice.
Probably this week. I'm going to try to brew it this week.
Cool.
So I have a recipe that I'm going off of. It's kind of hard because like this recipe kit is for not the Clawhammer Supply recipe kit. They do have like all the salts. So I was thinking about using all those salts, like the gypsum and all that good stuff. I'll probably have to go over it with you, Beer Man.
Yeah.
See what you think.
Sure.
But yeah, I found a recipe kit. They were using 8 gallons of water, but they're doing a strike and a sparge.
Oh.
And then I think that recipe calls for like a 70-minute boil.
Right.
Yeah.
So Steven Small Batch was saying to do a 6.5, but if you have to, like 7.
Well, not 8, in other words.
Yeah, and then I looked at Climate Supply, and their website says to start with like 7. And I'm thinking with that mash bill, 13.
And you can raise up if you have to.
You gotta start with 7 on your.
You can add top off water if you have to.
13.5 pounds of grain. You're probably going to need a good amount of water.
I would assume 7. Let's try 7. I would like to do that with you when you're wanting to do it.
So
Nice.
I'll be the brewer boy. I don't know. Might as well.
But yeah, look out for that.
Yeah.
Brew. We're going to be doing that live.
That sounds fun. I'll join you.
And yeah, should be a good time.
Just not Friday when we're playing the gig. Come on down, Tanner.
Look out for more beer reviews, liquor reviews, tequila lineup reviews.
Yeah, I'm going to look for that.
Whiskey lineup reviews.
I'll look for that Zoo for you.
Cheers, guys. Shout out to ThomasMetal75.
Thanks for having me.
And Beer Man. Cheers, Beer Man.
Cheers.
Appreciate you guys for being here. And yeah, we'll wrap this up. Thank you guys for chatting in the chat. Everybody that chimed in. Whiskey Uncensored, Luke John, Middle Fruit.
Fucking Luke John. I haven't heard from you in half a second.
Yeah.
Hi, Luke John. He does food reviews mostly.
Mark A.
Mark A.
Who else? Keith was in here.
Ooh.
Northwest, Steven.
Northwest.
Paul Little Fruit.
Good dude.
Probably already said.
Yeah.
And Commerce Ozzy was there at one point.
Lep. And that's about
Lep,
it.
my
Cheers,
people.
guys.
Nice.
If you're watching. If there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my upcoming videos like beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.
Go Flyers.